sure helps when I click the freaking button. There we go. Now we're live. Make some noise, guys.
Blast off.
Make some noise for the guys.
Noise. What's up, guys?
Yes. Make some noise for the guys.
Noise for the guys.
Sure is accurate. Welcome, Wanderers, back to Records of the Realms. This is Darkness Arc. This is our Darkness crew. And we're going to hop into it in just a moment. One, I guess, a quick kind of announcements. We have a couple of things that we're working on, but our store is not currently live because we had to switch over to Fourth Wall, so we're still uploading all the stuff there. So if you are looking to grab merch and stuff, is gonna just wait a little moment. We'll have it up in a bit. Besides that, we're going to do a round of intros, get a quick recap from last session, and pop right back into it. So first, hi, I'm Vinny or Vander from Vander.Vision. I do cosplay photography, videography, and I also make TTRPG content, mainly on here, almost exclusively on here, except when I get bugged to go on other channels, which is also fun. Let's toss it over to Tech.
What's up, everybody? It's your hopefully favorite Fractima Kenku. Don't know how many there are out there. You can catch most of my content over on pretty much any social media. Just type in TEKFROST. We're doing a little bit of everything. Right now, our big thing is doing all audio or voice acting for our Webtoons adaptation that we're moving over to YouTube. So keep your eyes and ears out.
Hell yeah. Up to Lark.
Hi, I'm Lark, and I play better be your favorite Drunken Fist Drow, Kellyot. And yeah, you can find me at Exalted Lark on most other things. And I am not held captive, and I am happy to be here.
Like if you're being
never
held
die.
captive.
I can't say it now because you guys have ruined it, but it's what I always say.
Sorry. Up to Jay.
Hi, I am also not being held captive. Hey everyone, my name is Jay, my pronouns are they, them, and I am here tonight to play your friendly neighborhood furbolg Nympheria, whose pronouns are she, they. I am always happy to be here, especially after a off, and you can find me on Instagram at JTheGayCosplays. I post a lot of cosplay content, and hopefully we'll be posting some new and exciting content very soon. So, thumbs up.
Heck yeah. Over to Jocelyn.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. I use they, she pronouns, and I will be playing Phelan, probably your second, third, or fourth favorite Star Elf Ranger. I don't know how many others you have, but would never presume to be your favorite. But Phelan uses they, them pronouns. You can find me on TikTok and Twitch at the Tipsy Tiger. And you actually, on this Friday and the 2 Fridays after, you should come on over to my Twitch to watch Hot Romithra Summer, a Good Society Players game, which takes place in Region C, but I made everyone fantasy species. And actually, Tech is in it, and so is Zella, who is unfortunately not here today. But I'm very excited for that. And I, yes, am happy to be here. And that is all.
All right, over to Joe.
Ooh, what's up, geeks? I'm Joe from New Age Geeks. You can find me everywhere at New Age Geeks or New Age Cosplay, which is more and more personal account where I do cosplay stuff. I play Malkith, the Grave Fire Ganassi Grave Cleric. Love you, geeks.
Hell yeah. That is our wonderful crew tonight. We are missing Zella, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll just have Renea just like zoning out for the entire boat trip. It'll be fine.
She's on a lounger with little cucumbers over her eyes. And
She's reading all of the books. She's reading all of the books that she got.
Yes,
honestly,
exactly.
You know, maybe
full essay per book when she gets back.
Yeah, full on test her. No break.
Book club on the ship.
What did you think of 25 Shades of Purple?
Anyway.
Justin, are you okay with doing a recap? I know you.
I'm just gonna assume I'm doing it unless someone else volunteers, though I cannot guarantee it will be the best, but I'll do my darndest. So last time we actually started with Malkith back at the party. Malkith had wandered off and gotten confronted by Elaine. As a reminder, Elaine is the paladin who is married to Valen, who Malkith had a lovely encounter with a couple of sessions ago. Nothing bad happened. And Elaine basically said that if she found out that something else was happening to her husband from Malkith again, bad things would happen, and many of us swooned because mommy's sorry. Malkith ended up heading to Malor's Folly, where he met back up with the party. We had finished our fight and were talking to Leon about the job, and we found out that the job is being commissioned by an elderly sun elf named Jesper. And Jesper is a star nerd and really wants to see this kind of once-in-a-lifetime event. Sorry, let me pull up my notes really quickly. There's a comet passing by that's going to cause a momentary eclipse. The material of the comet is rare, and we had a choice between two places. We could either go to Inkholm, where there was a crystalline kind of ceiling that would allow for beautiful effects, or we could go to Dropstone, which is the big Lolth center of the Underdark, and see sort of an aurora borealis effect over the spider webs. We all decided as a group that we would start with Inkholm. There were some questions about what the best way to navigate this was, and we decided we would go to Messit, go through the plunge, and then go to Inkholm, which requires us to illegally leave the city. We're not technically supposed to be leaving the city right now because of big, scary Megafaga Forged. We ended up getting a good sum of money for our work and went on a little bit of a shopping episode. Nympheria went ahead and picked up ingredients to make potions. Phelan dragged Balmor along with them so they could get some projectiles. Ruff got some very cool gauntlets. Malkith, I think you went back to the blacksmith and were like, I'll see you in a bit. And Aranea, I don't remember, I'm so sorry. And Kelliot had also got some things, and the flirting was real with Haver. Truly a highlight. We then went to the boat, and I am so sorry, I forgot the gentleman's name who's taking us on the boat. But he basically was saying, listen, this is a super hard job for me, I need to get paid. Aranea essentially promised him for the sum of money and 30 gold worth of items we find in Inkholm we will bring to him. Don't know how that's going to happen. I'm sure it will be fine. We ended up getting on the boat, to which some highlights included Malkith pretending to be a tourist and pointing at things, looking very excited. But other than that, we are setting sail, and got Kelliot, who very rarely leaves the city, doing the whole, do I have to sleep on the ground? And I think nothing can go wrong from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they all say.
And as you guys begin getting out of Masset proper and head towards one of the tunneling rivers, towards one of the tolls, Gage, the one person, the solo driver of a ship, which is like the weird, like not moniker specifically, but a weird thing that they're known for, because most times you need a crew, but this individual apparently can run their entire ship by themselves. You've seen them going around like crazy as you guys have been starting off, and immediately as you guys start approaching the toll, Gage comes down and says, all right, this could go really, really bad if we don't do this one thing. And immediately is like, I need all of you guys to hide below deck, preferably underneath that giant Faunaforge thing. So they think I'm just going to release a Faunaforge into the wild, and not that I'm smuggling a bunch of people.
You got it, dude.
All right.
I'm gonna go hide.
We did the tour thing. Now we do the smuggling thing. Okay. Leon, money now, and gets a portion of the money from Leon that you guys agreed to, or Aranea kind of like talked them into.
Listen, we don't have our party face today. It's very stressful.
You guys don't. It's very interesting. Maybe I should just make these all social interactions for you guys.
Oh, wow. Why did the party end up dying?
Kaliak can do his best, but he's no Mama Nea.
What happened?
I have beguiling influence. I have beguiling influence. I have beguiling influence.
We let Ruff have all negotiations from now on.
If you want to sell that to Gage,
No.
But who is going below deck or coming in with another hiding solution of some sort? There is a whole ship that you guys could.
Yeah, below deck.
Yeah.
Going below deck.
Cool. Sorry, I can hear crazy block party music going on. Can you guys hear crazy block party music going on?
We cannot.
Cool. Awesome. Weird.
I wish I could.
leaves the ship to go to the party.
Breaking the fourth wall. Damn, again?
The party
My aura
is super
is too
important.
strong.
Oh my god. Gage talks to Najir and Jesper and is like, all right, so they should just see. I don't know how you can disguise people. I don't know if yours is the one that lets people go inside or how it works, but you guys just all need to be really hidden down there. And Najir says, she should let people hide underneath her. We don't really. Someone small enough they want to sit in Lumina's mouth. And just like goes below deck to try to hide. What's
Hey, can I wild shape into a quokka to be able to hide inside
yeah?
the Megafauna Forest?
I don't think many people would be like, there's a fauna forest and one bird. This is dangerous. So, but I think that could work just fine.
Because, I'm pretty tall, so I'm gonna wild shape into a quokka.
The chipmunk opens its mouth and there's just a little quokka like, no.
I kind of glow a little bit, and I'm a little loud. I don't know if I'm going to be the best at hiding anywhere down here.
I mean, they know this is my ship, so like I have to at least be present when they're talking. Can you pretend to be like a person who hunts Megafauna Forge? So you want to do that? Be like,
just pull out the scythe. All right, I guess I can do that.
Fuck. Okay. Terrifying. All right. Look and say you're hiring me so we can release it from money. Yeah, sure. Why not? That works. All the rest of you.
I will hide under the fauna forge. I just slide. I also glow a little bit, but not quite as strongly. So I'm just gonna hide.
Do you want me to toss some dirt onto you? Because I can make you real dirty if you want.
Dirt puts out fire, right?
Hi, it's Nim. I'm tiny. Hi.
Hi. I think she meant me. I glow a little less strongly than you do. I got the
that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah, you're going up there with your scythe. I'm gonna be down here.
All right.
Elliot's hiding in a barrel.
Classic.
We have a whole section for you to hide, and you're like, I know where I want to go.
The barrel on top. Barrel on top with the pickles. Just get
Brian. Like get a bunch of like apples and like. He's trying very hard to eat very quietly.
Okay. Balmore rough?
We're all gonna die.
Balmore like latches onto the bottom, and then Ruff like latches on right on top of him, like snug onto the belly.
Cool.
I love how I am just literally under the fauna forge going, am I the only one who didn't think of something interesting? Okay.
Look. It worked. Jesper, Leon, and Najir are all there with you. Be like, everyone else doing some weird stuff.
They're very creative.
I guess if it works, that's fine. If you aren't disguised as a quokka or as someone who's supposed to be a person on this, roll me a stealth check.
Okay, stealth is one of my good stats.
Stealth check. Yeah.
22.
Excellent.
We're not in July anymore.
We're
Oh
Use an advantage. We have advantage though, right? We have advantages?
We have advantages, disadvantages for me, and then crits.
Okay,
What's
so I
the
can roll again.
advantage?
All right.
We're using advantage.
Yeah, use an advantage.
I'm going to use it if y'all don't mind.
I don't
Please.
care.
Do it.
16.
16. All right.
You.
I was gonna say you're a rogue.
I'm a +8. I'm so sorry.
Oh. that,
Wow.
that lets us know some things for sure.
I got a 19.
Nice.
You're crunching that apple so quietly. So quietly. And all right. Malkith, you guys get to basically, it's literally like a gate that blocks the way. It is more like a metal net than anything, so that way water can keep passing through. And you see that it like curls up to allow boats go through. And there's a couple guards. They don't seem to be carrying a lot. They actually seem more annoyed that people are coming and making them get up from whatever games or things that they're doing. But you watch like 2 or 3 just regular guards, a couple of them with bows, just get up and get close to the edge. One of the guys starts climbing down a ladder to be like, yep, all right, so what's... Oh, Gage. Hey, Bill. Just normal. By normal, I mean really weird cargo. We're releasing... this... badass over here. I was able to catch Megafauna Forge, and we're doing catch and release, you know, like the good Samaritans we are. Yeah. Let me go find the toll.
You're doing a great job, Gage.
Gage is very good at certain things.
Solid.
Love of God.
The guard Bill, who is a drow, just like looks over at Malkith and be like, do you hunt these for a living or something? And is like looking over your gear.
On occasion when the money's good.
How good's the money?
Yeah, it varies. Recently it's been pretty good though.
Alright, well, if I go down there, is this thing gonna like nip at me or something?
Probably.
Alright, give me a sec. And like gets a torch and tries to get like close to the edge.
I'll just like bring a fire in my hand too and just hold it out so you can pretending to try and help.
Yeah, that's help. Yeah, thank you. And begins looking over the edge. And sees Lumina down there. And Jesper's like, Lumina, glow. And Lumina's cheeks puff out and do a glowy thing. Where is the Quokka? Actually, just to double check on this.
Nim decided, because the Quokka is very small,
Yeah.
Nim decides to like hide behind like a giant molar in the mouth.
All right, so you're in the mouth. Got it.
I'm just
All right.
itty bitty.
All right, so this puffy-cheeked chipmunk with glowing scales is just like staring up and like doing like a little shiver thing to pretend to be scary.
Baby.
How did you catch this thing? Like, what?
Well, you see that she's a huge fan of nuts, so I kind of just, used what you have to kind of make sure that you bring her in. That's all. I mean, you got any nuts on you? I mean, you should be all right if you don't.
Not a snack that gets provided a lot.
Well, I'm sure you have something on her that you like. Gotta watch the nuts there. You never know when peanuts will show up.
That's super
Allergies and all. You gotta be careful.
Oh, allergy. Yeah.
Right. You gotta be. It's really careful. You gotta be careful with the nuts.
Oh wait, guys, are any of you allergic to anything? We probably should have talked about this. We
Allergies are
share
very
all of our
important.
meals.
It's important to have a good list of all the allergies that everyone in your vicinity that you spend your daily bread with. That you keep that around.
Roll me your choice of a charisma check.
In which Mal makes a real good point.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
like
a good fucking point.
it's not even a deception at this point. You're just telling him that
Just
they
good
need
advice.
to
That's
Just
a
good life
fact.
advice.
I feel like advantage is earned.
He's
here,
looking out for
okay?
them.
That is an 18.
Yeah!
Nice.
Nice. Good job.
Utility rolls.
This guy gets distracted enough by the allergy thing that he's just like yelling up to his compatriots now, being like, "Yo, so like mine's very mild, and like it's just a couple."
Yeah, anything that happens, you never know. It's really important to be careful with these sort of things.
Yeah, and Gage is just like slowly like just taking the bag of money and putting it in Bill's hands, and then just like stepping away and going over to the wheel. And Bill, like as the talking's happening, eventually was like, "Right, okay, so you guys are dropping this off. How soon back are we gonna have you?"
I think it's a week, if I'm not mistaken. Unless we...
Guys going deep to drop this thing off. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's... The nuts in this area, it's just ooh, she loves nuts. She just ravages
Why
the
do I
nuts.
feel like Malkith is the perfect example? It looks like he could kill you, but is a cinnamon roll in this conversation.
We're also just like 100% getting distracted from the point.
Yeah, so 100%. Yeah, that's the reason. It's like, this is not necessarily the most working charisma, but fully distracted.
It's working.
Bill's like, right, God, we're gonna have to go make a list now. All right, you guys are good. We'll see you in a week. This is not for the week. And yeah, we'll see you when you get back. And just climbers back up. And you watch the net curl up to a point where it's tall enough that the ship can go underneath. And Gage just looks incredulously at you. Allergies?
I mean, I felt like I was making a sexual innuendo when it started, but he took it in a different way, so I just rolled with it. Talking to people is not my strong suit, I'll be honest with you.
Wish I knew that before. Okay.
Hey, you put this on me. Look, I wear a mask. You see like a quarter in my face. What about me makes you think I can talk to people? I feel like this is intentionally trying to not talk to people.
I thought you would just look intimidating and that would be it. I didn't know there was going to be a conversation.
My stats aren't that high.
God, I hate it when people derive us into basic stats. You know, we're
It's
more
crazy,
than
isn't
that.
That's fair. I apologize.
I mean, I'm not. I'm an NPC. Anyways,
What is happening?
What's an NPC?
Gage just stomps a foot, and it's just like, all right, we're clear, I guess. I don't.
Did we hear this conversation by any chance?
Yeah.
I certainly
I
did.
come out, I just look at Malkith and I go, allergies.
Again, I was making the sexual joke. I don't know why he didn't pick it up.
But why the sexual joke to start
Why
with?
not? You always start with it. You're trying to schmooze them. Again, I'm not very good at talking to people.
Then how do you know that's
Valmore's
the right
just
way? Handle the conversation.
Valmore's just gonna walk up and just go smooth nuts. What is? I can mimic just about anybody for any reason. I don't. Ruff, do not copy anything that was just said today.
Ruff, don't worry. I'll teach you all the words later.
In other languages.
You just hear a tiny quokka squeaking like so loudly, like up in the mouth, and you have to know it's his laughter.
Can you let our friend out?
The eyes of Lumina eventually like go to you and be like, oh yeah.
I hop out, and then I assume I can get out of wild shape now because we're past the gates.
If you wish, or you can also stay as a Coco, but that's your choice.
No. I'm gonna get back into nim form, and I'm just laughing up a storm. I'm just like, Mel, that was probably the funniest thing you've ever said.
Again, I'm not trying to be funny. You keep all saying I'm saying funny things. I'm not trying to be funny. I was just trying to distract him with the nut joke.
To be fair, I often find that the best humor comes from being genuine, so maybe that's your strong suit.
Balls?
It's either that or puns.
Leon's just slow clapping, being like deep nuts.
Please don't. Why are you encouraging him?
I'm a bard. I have to appreciate it. I may not say it myself, but I have to appreciate it.
Kellyat climbs out of the barrel, having somehow changed into like swim trunks and flippy floppies while he was in the barrel, and it's like, all right.
Okay, wait a second.
What are we doing now?
What? Is that a pickle barrel?
It was an apple barrel. He has one in his
I got
house.
very excited. I thought it was pickles with all the nut talk. I was getting hungry.
Nah.
Why would you associate those two together? Anyways?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, wait, that's not the combination you. Okay.
Anyway.
Rough, go on the lookout. You don't need to hear any of this, please. What is a pair of nuts and a pickle for you?
Walk into a bar.
We'll help you.
You know
I
Ruff
think-
is gonna pick up on that and just.
I think at this point, Phelan walks over to Kellyot, and Phelan, I look at you and I go, I think I used to not understand this, and now I understand this.
Far
And
too much.
more than I would like to.
Like the innuendo?
Oh yeah, I used to be terrible with innuendo, and in knowing you all for the last 2 months, I now know exactly what he meant by a pickle and 2 nuts, and I'm not okay with it.
Well, I'm proud of you.
I'm not.
The best part of
Communication
this
is
whole
important.
interaction is there's going to be some artist out there. We'll be able to make a nice short little video, about a minute long. It's going to be perfectly encapsulated in animated form.
What are you
What's-
talking about?
What's a video and what is animated?
It's like a minor illusion spell.
Oh.
All I know is that we had a giant megafauna forged, and all of us, and he got him talking about food allergies to his friends. So it worked.
Okay, actually, but a good point. Do we have food allergies?
Yeah, mushrooms. And I just look at them.
I feel like I want to roll an insight check to see if you're actually allergic to mushrooms or if you're just
Not at
being a
all.
dick.
Not at all.
Maybe slowly starts to like scooch away anyway.
Gage just goes back up to the wheel. It's like, why are you in swimming clothes? It's like, Kelly.
I'm ready for adventure.
We are on a boat.
You're a monk, though, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so less clothes is fine for you. All right.
less clothes is always fine for me, baby.
Okay.
Phelan's face does like a blush that is just darker blue on blue.
Tate, just 15 to the right. God. All right. Well, make yourself comfortable. Yeah, enjoy. We got probably like a day and a half, 2 days to get to plunge. I don't know if we're actually stopping. It's kind of up to you guys, or if we're just going right through. But relax. If you feel like learning some ship skills, I'm gladly teach you, because more helps is always nice.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help in any way I can. I will admit I'm not particularly strong, and I flex an arm and there's no muscle. And I just go, I swear I'm flexing because I have a great dexterity. I have a -1 to strength.
Nice.
Very limber.
I'm
Hell yeah,
limber
looks
as
at it.
hell. I can pull an arrow.
The math doesn't actually math on that, but that's okay.
No, I don't know why. I don't know how it makes sense. It's fine.
All lean muscle.
Yeah.
It's all lean, exactly. Like, I can do all those things, but I can't, like... I don't know how it translates, to be honest. But we can't go down this rabbit hole.
Well, we have a lookout already, apparently, which appreciated. What's the name? Sorry, I didn't get everybody's names.
Oh, Phelan. Or her name?
Sorry, the one up in the
That's
crow's
rough.
nest.
Yeah, Ruff just looks
she's
down
doing fine.
and just waves.
Oh, Ruff is great. We have no problem with her.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
Oh, name Ruff. Got it. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. R-U-F-F, I think. Right, Belmore?
Yeah. Right, Ruff? Ruff just looks down and goes, "These nuts." Just back out.
You don't know how to spell your own other half's name.
Right.
She changes it sometimes.
Ruff, just keep on the lookout for any stalactites that are low enough that we might hit into them. That's probably the most important thing, or the most usual thing we might run into. So,
hey, Ruff, keep looking out for stalactites.
Hell yeah, rough.
How do you you.
Rough.
There was no D's nuts response. Awesome. Great. We're doing great.
Just staring off into the distance. These nuts will come out of nowhere.
Just fucking hit you right in the face. You didn't expect.
I'm so mad.
Anyways, you guys have 2 days on the ship to do things that you wish to do. If you want to learn some nautical skills, great. If you just want to chill and do nothing, that's also fine. Some people had different plans. I would like all of you to roll me a d12 for our encounter table, just to see what you guys might run into.
I don't want to.
Don't make me!
I technically
I got in.
can't.
I got in 8.
Let us know when you want our numbers, Vinny.
Just yell them out.
8.
3!
I also got a 3. High five.
You got two
That's
8s,
really
2
weird.
3s.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, 2 8s and 2 3s. What did you get?
I got a 10 after
Hey.
fishing it out from underneath the
You
dresser.
done fucked up, Ron.
Yeah, didn't you gotta break the. That's cool.
Wow. Wow.
I bet he would roll a 10 right now, though. So we'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have 3 numbers to choose from. You guys get to choose from the ones that were rolled. So we had 2 3s and
Well,
2
obviously
8s,
it needs to be the 10.
and then the 10.
Obviously it needs to be the 10.
Are we going
Yeah.
for the higher one first, just to see?
I
what
feel
it
like the
is?
higher one is the hardest one, probably.
Well, it's the only one that doesn't
Let's
have a
just do
double,
it.
which is why I
Yeah.
would
I'm
say
gonna
it.
get out of the way.
Yeah, let's do 10.
No tie,
Pick 10.
Okay.
Unanimous.
Cool.
10s across the board.
10s across the board. Anyways, cool.
Category is Will We Die?
Maybe.
Fun category.
What is? No.
So what, if anything, would you guys like to do? What are your own downtime interests as you guys are sailing along?
I know precisely what I'm going to do.
Oh,
Every single second of time that Balmore is not with Ruff, I'm going to teach them every curse word in Infernal. Oh, hold on, let me get my Infernal, Celestial, and Primordial.
cool.
Wow.
So I saw Tech sit up nice and proper to just type in knows all swears.
I'm assuming.
This is it. This is my torture for Tech.
I'm
Just
assuming
to
Ruff and
constantly
Balmore both
feed-
know thieves can't. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just feeding the AI language generator of Ruff.
What were the languages again?
Celestial, Infernal, and Primordial.
Lovely choices. Yeah, I mean, you get to decide how those sound at some point. When you decide
Have fun with that. Hey, Tech, have fun.
Google.
He's giving
Google
you a
is
gift and a
free.
curse.
Reminds me of a clip I saw that was like, or not a clip, a comic that was like Tiefling being like, "Pass me the who's there? You mean the salt?" I forgot the word.
Can you pass me?
Ruff barely
Has been
knows
the
English.
Wow, love it. Cool. That's for free. Plenty of time, easy to do in between things for certain. What else would you guys like to do?
Phelan would definitely be interested in helping out around the ship, but is kind of like trying to keep what they've been doing for the past how many months active, which is still trying to talk to people and get to know people. So essentially this is open season if you want to talk to Phelan. Phelan will not turn away from a conversation while I'm working. But I think there's a little bit of shyness. I think there's a bit of like, I feel like I'm not quite on the same, like, Phelan's feeling a little, the water is not their strong point. They're a forest gay. And they also are starting to feel like, am I just the prude? That's like ruining the vibe. So they are kind of like getting to work, and if anyone wants to talk to them, they'll talk to you. But they're definitely having a moment of like, I'll just pull a rope and hopefully good things will happen.
I feel like at the very beginning, like the scene is Arne is laying there with her little cucumbers on her eyes, and then she like picks one up and she sees that Kellyot's right there next to her, and she's like, "Go do something." And so Kellyot is helping also and chit-chatting with Phelan and being like, yeah, so like this innuendo it means this, and this innuendo means that.
Very specific lesson plan.
But I guess to me, is it weird of me to think that when is it time to have a genuine conversation as opposed to just hiding behind a bunch of innuendo?
Oh, never.
Not once.
Oh, that sounds like you can't even connect, though.
I mean, listen, it's not about connecting with other people. Connecting is big and scary, and there's a lot. No.
That's kind of what I want to do, though.
Oh. Mom!
I mean, I was alone for 10 years. It was just me.
Well, I mean, sometimes, and I think a lot of people will tell you that you could be surrounded by a bunch of people and still be entirely alone. So,
yeah, I guess you're right.
But, I mean, don't let it worry you too much, I guess. Some people will meet you where you are, and some people will deflect with dick puns.
Malkith gets summoned?
Malkith is just like, hello, I am here.
Mid-swear, shiver down the spine.
I get what you mean. I guess maybe I feel like a wet blanket sometimes.
Yeah,
like everyone
like
can make
blanket.
these. Well, like all these people can make all these jokes and these fun innuendos and stuff, and I'm just like, no, I want to have a genuine conversation. But you said it's big and scary for people to have genuine conversations, so maybe I should, drop something heavy I can't carry.
Kelly's like, ugh.
Never mind, it's stupid.
Nah, I mean, I don't think it's stupid. I just think you're probably braver than most normal city folk, I think. Like, even every conversation, I haven't had a real conversation with my sister in probably like 80 years. Like, every conversation we have is just us being mad at each other. And that's just how we interact. Because
Are you happy with that?
I don't have to be happy with that. That's just how you maintain the status quo that keeps her where she's good and me where I'm good. So that's what I'm happy with.
Huh. I don't think I could be okay with that conversation if my twin was awake.
Yeah, well,
Sorry, I know
no,
that
you're. No, first lesson is to stop saying the S word.
Shit.
Sorry.
Oh.
Ruff leans over and just like, Farim?
Hey, now what language is that?
Jeez Louise.
Infernal.
Which language?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's infernal.
Shit,
Aw,
in
not
Infernal.
one of my languages. If it was Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, or Sylvan, I would have known it.
Yeah, in fact, replace sorry with shit. So put sorry in the no phrases, and you put shit in the yes phrases, and you'll be good. Stop apologizing.
Leon and Najir both look up at Ruff when she says that.
What does that mean?
Farim ignox. Just say, shit on what?
Shit on what?
Oh!
What's that for?
I've heard of their chest. I mean, I don't.
Like whole time he's like, Ruff's just like, Farim? Ugh.
No. Kind of like that just to
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, conversation is combat, I guess. You pick the right words to do the right thing, to get the right result. Like, so sometimes genuine conversation isn't the goal, and for a lot of people, it's not the goal. I mean, look at me. I don't have genuine conversations ever, except for maybe right now. Feels weird. I might break out in hives later. We don't know.
And you told me I'm not allowed to apologize for that.
Yeah. Why? Like, you're just apologizing for being who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only time you're going to find other people who want to, you know, meet you where you're at is if you find people that can connect with you, and if you're constantly apologizing for you, what is the point?
Hang on, as Jocelyn removes myself from conversation. Hang on, who's talking?
What?
We're in a fantasy
I get
world.
it.
We're in a fantasy world.
Fantasy world. We're in fantasy world.
Exactly.
Stop breaking the fourth wall. Okay.
Okay. So the innuendo, and it kind of trails off into you teaching me about innuendos again.
Yeah, I'll teach you the innuendos, and then maybe one day you can start using innuendo to have a secret, genuine conversation. You can flip it around.
That sounds counterproductive.
It probably is, but sometimes genuine conversations are like pulling teeth, so you've got to sort of like bury the lead a little bit with a dick joke.
I feel like okay. Okay.
Listen, Malkin's a very serious dude, and he does not want to talk about his shit. So that's why he does the dick jokes. Let me just put that out for you right now. I'm a very goofy dude, and I use the goofy to not talk about my shit. It's worked very well. Nim's pretty just straightforward, bringing themselves to the table. I think they're probably fine. You know, Balmor and Ruff, I really can't pin down
Balmor's
one way or the other.
is pretty open. We had a good conversation at the party. And I mean, Ruff is rough.
Yeah, Ruff's cool. They're both cool. They're all great.
And then Aranea is just so cool all the time.
Yeah, Aranea's gonna, you know, teach you a life lesson and then make you feel just like the littlest bit guilty, but then you will feel like you've had a good conversation.
I've known her the longest of all of you, and I've learned a lot. And I don't know how she makes lying like that look so cool. Like just cucumbers on the eyes kind of vibes.
Cool as a cucumber.
No, I appreciate it, Kellyot.
Yeah, I'm really trying here.
We could go back to talking about dick jokes if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, that probably would make me feel a little bit better.
Okay, I'm gonna try to think of one while I work on this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. Already,
I proceed to think for 30 minutes without thinking of a good dick joke.
Why did the rope move 20 feet from over there to over there? What are you guys doing?
I'm sorry!
Sorry!
Wait, I wasn't supposed to say sorry, but this is when I can say sorry, right?
Yes,
what?
you could say sorry now.
Sorry!
Cage is confused. Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go down below. You guys have fun with that.
Hey, there's one.
Go down, but oh!
Goodbye. Cage just goes to the below deck. Done with that. Balmor and or Nymptheria. What are you guys up to?
I know I have all the potion stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start setting that stuff up, below deck because I have a feeling like definitely not the best place above deck. And I will just start making potions. I'm kind of like really hyper fixated on this, and so if you want my attention, you kind of have to be like, "Hello, hey, hi, how's it going?" But I am focused.
Heck yeah, I would love that for you. Getting to make some fun stuff. All right. Then, for now, I wrote down the time somewhere. It is going to take 8 hours to do your first potion.
Wow.
So the time does get shorter eventually, but considering how new you guys are at it, it's just going to be long for the first one.
Eventually, we're all like, where the fuck is Nim?
Yeah, you guys haven't seen him for 8 hours.
I'm just intense focusing, just you literal mad
Cal
scientist.
pokes his head down, like, into the, what is the under part of a ship called? I don't remember.
No, can I guess?
Below deck.
Below deck. Just pokes his head in and is like, Nim, are you alive?
Hi, yeah, I'm alive. I'm making everyone's potions so we don't die.
Oh, sick. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can you make one that, like... Wait, can you make one that turns Mal a different color?
If I have any extra supplies, I can ask.
Phelan pokes their head under Kelliot like Scooby-Doo and goes, "Can you make him purple?"
Actually, can we make him 25 shades of purple?
25 shades!
You know, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I will check with... It's fine. I will just check and see what I can make with all the leftovers, because right now I have to kind of focus on making, you know, the healing ones, the stuff that we need to not die.
Do you need help?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Let me ask God real quick for a second. Hey God, can I have people help me, and will that cut some time on potion making?
Yeah, there's no way like a guidance or any spell is going to last for 8 hours to try to help you. So someone can definitely, if they want to spend, they don't have to spend the entire time, but like be like important parts where you're like, we need multiple hands. You could have someone down here helping you for a couple portions.
Okay, yeah, feel free. I mean, if you want to help, it's really like, I think it's exciting, but to other people it might be like super boring. So I'm just letting you know now. And then, like I said, if I have any leftover ingredients, I can just toss them in the pot and see what comes out. And yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you just give me a holler when you need me, and I'll come down and help, I guess. As long as it's nothing like math related, I guess.
There's some math, I guess. I'm kind of, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, but it's kind of like cooking. Have you ever cooked something, Kelly?
Yes.
That sounds questionable. But, you know, it's kind of like when you have all your ingredients for cooking, and then it's like you toss all the stuff together and you mix it up and you do the thing. It tastes really good. Potion making is just like cooking.
Okay. But, like, don't potions go, like, and, like, do weird things?
Not all of them.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I'll let you know if I need help. But you know, I think for the first one, I just want to make sure it goes well. Then I will holler if I need anything.
Please do. All right. Cool.
All right. So,
Back to.
if you want to roll an herbalism skill check, the DC is 14, but you have advantage.
Advantage with my medicine.
Medicine, I think, also will work. Yeah.
Is herbalism. Oh, hey, that is an 18 plus.
18 plus 5. All right, yeah. So
23.
that is an easy enough clear. This one is going to be the longest because you're learning how to like really do some more complex work than you've probably done before. Like there's a reason potions cost so much money is because like it takes a while to get everything right. But after the 8 hours, by the end of the day 1, you will have a potion that will work fully like a regular potion of healing. Which
got one. The Zelda noise kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. At some point, while you guys are working on it, depending on what part, do you know what part of the ship are you working down in the storage area that Lumina is in, or are you in like one of the side container? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna work near Lumina just so I can, I'll probably be talking to her. She probably doesn't know this.
Yeah.
Well, she might a little bit.
As you talk, every once in a while, you just hear like the rumblings back, just be like in return.
I love her.
just randomly every once in a while. At some point, like actively asleep, but then wakes up and and yeah, for the 8 hours that she is below deck, while down here, yeah, you will be having some company with her, and then obviously Kellyot and Phelan if they come and help for a few moments with the potion. Balmore, anything in particular besides your sibling learning swears and also being lookout?
I was doing my best with the swears for a second there. So I think Balmore, if anything, is just going to be kind of hanging out at, kind of like the base of the ship or underneath the ship. Paying a lot of attention to the Megafauna Forge. For some reason, he just can't like take his eyes off of her. Mm-hmm. He's just like examining her and like walking around.
Awesome. Roll me and let's see, investigation. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Have a +8 in that too. Do it 19.
19. And I know we've had I think you guys around a couple other ones before. So there's like the rare instances that you've got to see them up close, especially like saving them earlier, like a day or two ago. And then, you guys were face to face with the dragon one. So you've seen some very close up fine detail work, which they all have. They all are either, maybe they're born with it. But they all have. Appreciate it, guys. As you see the fine detail work, it's very intricate, which you'd expect from something that's a machine, but also kind of a living creature. There's a lot of fine detail work. And one of the things that might distract you from that is there's this point where you're just hearing a splat, 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 moving across the floor. And eventually you see about like a little under a foot long, a little Funforged mini platypus that is just walking around down below deck, just kind of exploring. And you eventually hear Gage yelling out, Tate, back to your post. And eventually Gage is just running around trying to find this little guy somewhere below deck. But
do I hear this commotion? Do I know?
You probably hear it, but since like you have Lumina going on and you're not Lumina, you have the potion making going on. There's like interactions you can have, but obviously you have a thing that you are doing.
I want to interact with the platypus.
But yeah, no. But I mean, Nim and Balmore, you guys are both down there consistently, so you guys both have an opportunity here as you watch Tate just trying to make his way.
And he's trying to make his way back to his post.
Seems to be just like futzing along. You watch him like go up and then just kind of also stare at Lumina for a bit, and then just like continue to waddle on somewhere else.
I love this kid. I
want Balmore to like waddle behind, observing him, just like slowly walking. Like whenever he stops, he just stops and looks down at him like intently.
You're able to watch, especially now that you have like a comparison. This guy is considered a Faunaforged mini, so very, very small. And then, like you obviously know, the Mega Faunaforged. And there's been probably a few here and there in the city, and you guys know Rippert and stuff like that. So you've seen some of the stuff, but now you get to watch it like actively, not just be a machine in some sense, but you're watching the curiosity that apparently Tate has with the world, just being like, turning its head, and you hear like the little churning of like gears as that happens, and just continues to waddle along. And the plot is a little weird because it's just metal. It's just metal hitting the ground as it's going along. But you get to watch it as it continues to move along. At some point, Lumina wakes up and has like her like big chipmunk eyes just watching the thing, like a light glow coming from them, kind of spotlighting it.
Nim is definitely just like in awe of Tate, but like you know that like she's like she can't leave her post. If she wants to eventually say hi and make friends, she's gonna keep note of this guy later.
Is there anything you would like to specifically do with Lumina or Tate as you watch Tate just roly-poling along?
I mean, Nim just kind of like waves at Tate and says, "Hi. I've never seen a Megafauna Forge so tiny as you. You're the first mini Fauna Forge that I've seen."
Platypuses hiss, right? They are not friendly sounding things. Is that correct?
No,
It's paired platypus.
They're not friendly. They're not friendly sounding. No.
Okay, I'm gonna just say in this situation, like I don't know what sound you expect to come out of Tate. You just hear, which it's just like it sounds like steam coming out of like a pipe that got turned too tightly for a moment, and then just keeps going
pair
along.
The platypus noises. I believe that's what I'm hearing come out of his mouth.
How about you, Belmore? Anything in particular you want to do with either of these mechanized fauna?
No, he's just gonna like keep his distance and take notes, like just trying to like figure out like they're walking, how they move, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's you're able to like. There's not like a core or an original thing with the design. One thing about the mini Fauna Forge is that they are, to the knowledge that people have, they are more mass produced. They're actually produced by people. So like those things are a little simpler in design. Purely just like, it's unlike Illumina, who has like every fiber, every crack is like insanely detailed and made. Like the Tate is a little simpler, but like still detailed enough that you're like, someone had to put on multiple sets of glasses to like zoom in on this guy and make small details. Yeah.
So you're saying this is something that, say, a friendly artificer would be able to create?
Yes, they are definitely more public consumptions. The minis are made like as household pets, so like people can like get them. You aren't purchasing a Mega Fauna Forge normally. You aren't getting even just a regular Fauna Forge, but the minis like people do buy. Like those are things that you could buy.
Kind of like those iRobot dogs.
Yes.
Like early 2000s.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
a callback. Oh my god.
Yeah, Balmore's just gonna like, as he's jotting down notes, just kind of be like, I wonder if I can make one of these.
As you're doing that, Gage eventually comes down and he's like, you sack of potatoes, and picks him up by like the bill and then like plops him on his shoulder. It doesn't seem like it hurts him. He just like looks irritated, and the Tate just starts like scritching at Gage's neck, which has some of like the metal stitch working there. So he's like, no, back to your posts, and like goes back down below deck again, like farther below deck with Tate.
Bye, Tate.
Or whatever the fuck platypuses do. Cool. Tight.
I think I definitely would be asking Leon questions too, like, have you been on a ship? Please help. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's...
there's, for part of it, Nadger seems like a little seasick for a few moments for the starting of it. So Jesper and then Leon are kind of distracting him. Jesper like has pulled out like a set of not tarot cards and not oracle cards, but like a self-made set of cards that he is like throwing down, and you see have different stars, like 1 to 2 or 3 stars on each card, that then connect with like a very light line, and actually like puts the cards down and forms shapes with them. And it seems to be like a weird game or something that he plays with his son, where they're just like playing with the cards, lining them up. Sometimes they stack them up in different ways, but have a light shimmer, and the stars themselves have like a light hollow foil to them. And Leon's just kind of like joining in with that and like trying to help with like keeping Nazir distracted, who just like every once in a while is just like, All right, we're a lion. We could probably do that, and they're like just like making some like constellation shapes. But when you like ask Leon about ship stuff, he's like, well, as a passenger who did pay for it, and like kind of just like sneers at like a non-existent Gage who's just off doing something. Like, since we did pay to be guests, we don't technically have to do anything. But it's nice to help, I guess. I've been on ships. I'm not. I would say I would not have proficiency if we were like talking about like capabilities with ships. Not my cup of tea specifically. I like wagons. Wagons are fun. Also, flying creatures are fun. Ships.
No shit.
Ships have weird.
You fly around on creatures a lot?
Not a lot. A couple times.
I've mostly just been forests. Kind of my whole thing.
Have you ever seen forests from like above? Like looking down at them? Ooh.
No.
Goal for you at some point that you should make happen is like skimming over the top of forests. Actually, Monk Boy, have you gotten that high?
I mean, I've gotten pretty high, but not that in that way, no.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that what I think? I understood that one.
High five. Yeah, no, I mean, I've only lived in Massatopolis my whole life, so I've not had the chance to be that high up in the air or in the sun.
I think I noticed Leon's confusion, and I just look at Leon and I go, I am a little slow on the uptake when it comes to double meanings. So
but they're getting so good at it.
Oh.
From the couple I've heard, I think you're in good company to learn.
Yeah, honestly, if I've already learned so much, and I don't know if I'm happy about this or not.
Womp womp.
Ruff is gonna lean over and look down and just kind of like not try to single anybody else out, and just kind of go, num.
Hey,
hold on, let me check the list.
Whoa! That's a bad word. And I say in Celestial. We don't say that word.
Phelan, I don't think Ruff understands the whole language,
Ruff,
the word.
That's a bad word in Celestial. I know that one. I know that. I speak Celestial.
Wait,
I don't know if Malkith knew that when he taught you those words.
Ruff leans over and just goes, Flynn!
It means the same thing.
That seemed. Mm-hmm.
Did you send a list?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should put in the darkness chat.
Yeah,
really
my bad.
Should.
I'll put it. I created. When all that started, I was creating all the curse words really quick while y'all were talking.
So basically, what I look at, I in character, I'm going to look at Kellyot and go, I don't know if you speak Celestial. I don't want to explain this to you. So the Abnum is shit and Flynn is fuck in Celestial.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna use those so much.
Malkith?
Yeah, I'm here. What do you need?
Did you teach Ruff how to swear in Celestial?
Why would I ever do something like that? That sounds wildly irresponsible. Of course I did.
Of course you did. Did you know that I speak Celestial?
I don't remember if I was aware of that or not, but
no.
I am now.
Now I got Ruff yelling Flynn and Abnum at me.
Hey, their language is stunted. I felt like I needed to expand upon it. I was doing the community service.
Stunted.
You are so full of Abnum.
Are you teaching just like normal dinner conversation swears, or like the ones that piss Celestials off swears?
Let's go with the big five. We'll say.
It's more dinner table swears. It's not anything that would
Okay.
make a celestial come down and smite you.
Yeah.
Not
Listen,
yet.
we do not
anyway.
need any more problems.
Avoiding that sounds great.
Yeah, Mal, can we not have celestials come and smite us, please?
Primordials could be interesting though.
I mean, I did all three. I did 3 languages. It's not my fault that Ruff likes the celestial sound of its best. And but one man, I do my best out here. Okay, I'm out here doing God's work day after day.
I'm sorry, God's work is teaching rough swears.
Exactly.
I'm imparting language upon the masses.
Kellyat's just patting Val on the shoulder, being like, "You're doing such a great job."
See, someone appreciates the work I do. All in the great name of the gods.
Ruff's just up there and just like looks up at the sky and goes, "Weenlad."
What does that mean?
Don't
That's
give,
primordial. That's
Don't give me-
primordial.
Oh no!
don't give me the choice of languages. I'll create.
So for the audience's benefit, we have an entire list of swears now.
In 3 different
Because
languages.
Mal is a little shit.
No, Mal is a little abnum.
Exactly.
If you're gonna use the word, at least use it right.
Punfer.
You see that Phelan starts to look a little irritated, just like trying to like stay in good humor, but feuding with that whole like prudish sensibility, and just looks at Kellyot like, does it ever end? I'm gonna walk to the other part of the ship, and I'm gonna walk that way.
Ruff, who is up in the crow's nest at the point where all sounds can travel from.
I'm not walking away from Ruff. I'm walking away from Malkin.
That's fair.
I was going to say,
Phelan needs
walking
a
away from
break.
Ruff is a bad day for you. Just
You can always come below deck.
You know what? I think I will. I think I'm gonna go join Nim.
So this is the portion where you go down and help them for a little while.
100%. I need, because like Phelan's doing them best, but it's very much the mood of like, I can take so much, but then it's like, okay, this is not really my thing. I'm gonna take a break and go down below deck.
Cool. Any other shenanigans from you guys?
I've created an entire song with these words
I'm
to memorize them.
Is it to the tune of?
Okay, stop.
Now it is. Now it is. Yes.
I don't think you have to worry about Animaniacs
Animaniacs
copywriting anybody
and
ever.
Animaniacs
But just in
do.
case.
Just
Like,
in
I'm
case.
All right. For now, I'm going to say let's go on break for a little bit, and then we'll come back and continue out the journey. We'll see you
Sounds
guys in a
good.
few more minutes with a few more swears. It's going to be great. Awesome. Hello, y'all. We are back to pick
We're
up.
adorable.
As people, this is a curiosity for me, where do people sleep in the evening? We're just going to say Aranea doesn't move from the chair. It just sits in that chair
Just in
the
her-
entire journey.
Gabe's like,
she,
where did I get this? I
She's
just
got a giant martini in her hand.
with
She
the
is-
no, she has one of those pina coladas with the umbrella, one of the paper umbrellas. Don't bug her; she needs her break.
Leave Mom alone.
Phelan is just gonna trance, probably in like if there's a cot, I'll trance for my 4 hours. No big deal.
There are beds below deck, so there's not a
Yeah.
lot and not crazy good, but there's like a few hammocks and a couple like rollouts.
I'll
set
take
up.
a hammock. I'll take a hammock and just trance. I only got to trance for 4 hours, so it's fine.
Yeah, Kellyot is bingo sleeping, just like sprawled out on one of the floor cots.
just like Patrick Starr. Just
Yeah.
Nim looks at Lumina and goes, "Hey, can I like chill on your back? Like kind of because your back is a little like poopy. Can I just like sit there? Yeah, nice.
On the metal animal.
You know what? She's comfy.
Maybe.
Metal bed.
Okay, how about you? Where's normal bed sleep?
Probably just like a floor somewhere, like against the side of a ship. I'm
And
worried about starting a fire on a hammock.
you know, fair enough. Honestly, Balmore Ruff.
Shit!
Balmore and Ruff are sitting back to back in the crow's nest, and Ruff is like falling asleep to Balmore singing a song.
Oh.
Cute.
I love them so much.
I had to.
In what language is this song being sung?
All swear words.
It's Balmore. It's Balmore singing, not Ruff. Ruff's falling asleep. He's just singing in common.
Cool. As the night wears on, Gage stays awake throughout most of it, and it's just going to probably sleep a little bit in the morning, just to make sure someone who knows what's going on. A couple of you guys who have a little more sensitive hearing, a couple times in the night, you just hear Tate left, hard left, hard left. It's just
The platypus is driving?
Yes, the platypus steering the ship.
Hello?
Anyway, we all get long rests.
yeah. All of you guys will get long rests. In theory, roll me a perception check while you
Ooh.
slumber.
Okay. Perception. That is a 13.
19. All right. One thing that you notice during the evening is that eventually Nazir comes down and like gives scritches to the front of Lumina's cheeks, and she like opens up and does like the inflating thing where her cheeks become like the big for a moment, and eventually Nazir goes inside her mouth and just seems to curl up and sleep inside there.
Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't take that spot. That was gonna be the second spot. Let's walk out again.
Lumina would have actually said no if you tried to take that spot. She would have been like,
Oh, okay.
angry revving noises.
Got it. That's Nazir's sleeping spot. Got it.
All right. And Jesper also tries to stay awake. Is also an elf. You guys have enough elves, which is really good. That like someone can always kind of be awake for a few moments, which is great. Leon and Jesper and Gage just is used to staying awake and yelling down to Tate. You hear like Leon in the middle of the night. Tate, it's 40 degrees, right? Oh, it works. Fuck. It's just weird. But then,
Wow.
come morning, it is the next day, and if there are things you guys want to do on the second day, later in the evening during dusk, you guys will arrive at Plunge, which I think I already told you guys. There's a map and stuff there. You don't really need to worry about it right now, unless we get there in the next 20 minutes. But it exists. Is there anything you guys would like to do for your second day?
Fishing time.
Nim would join on fishing. So Nim wants to know how many potions did they end up making?
If you'd like, you could have made 2 during like the entirety of your day for that first day. But they take a while. So like it takes 8 hours and then technically another like 7 hours. So it's your whole day is sitting down there. So if you took a break for your second day to go hang out, I don't think anyone would blame you.
I mean, 2 out of what? 7? That's fine. I can take a little break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
Fish.
break.
it's a whole like 30% or something like that. I don't know the math off the top of my head. It's around there. Look. All right, so at least 3 of you guys want to go fishing. And you see Jesper definitely joins in with that. Seems to also be like once you guys are doing it, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go get my tackle box, and like excitedly goes downstairs to get his
I
fancy
did
little
a
rod.
little bit of fishing when I lived alone in the woods, but it was always very simple, because the water was so shallow. So I've never really like waist high at most. So this is gonna
Kellyanne looks over for he's like got he's sitting on like the edge of the ship and his legs are like dangling over and he's got his rope dart that he got and he's just fishing with that and he's like, I don't know, I'm just going.
I want to like tie a rope around you so you are tied to the ship. I think I'm gonna do that because I am genuinely scared you're gonna fall off.
I'm a monk, I'll be fine.
Loop rope around waist. Thank you, Ty.
Right,
We're not losing you to the waves.
As at least half the crew starts fishing. Malkith, Balmore, Ruff, anything that you guys want to do?
I mean, if half of us are fishing, I might as well join in.
Okay.
Day 2. Well, we need
episode.
food, right? We didn't really have enough food for like the whole.
Arnea did grab you guys rations enough.
Yeah.
It's but rations are less fun than having like
also,
fresh fish.
None of us know where she put them, and we're not about to interrupt Mom with her mom time. So
yeah, we don't go to Mom and go, where are the rations? No, okay.
Where, Mom? Where are the pizza bagels?
Moved. Hasn't moved.
Where are the
pizza
snacks?
rolls?
Mom,
sitting there like this the whole time.
In the fridge. And look to the left.
The one
Why would you
drink,
keep
the
presents
one
in the
arm,
fridge?
slightly arched back, just hasn't moved.
I
this entire
might
time.
I might, honest to God, pay Cindy to draw that art.
Please do.
Would love it if that
As a
art
present.
exists.
I will pitch in for that.
Zella comes back. Why
If
is
you're
there sexy
serious,
art of
we're
my
gonna
girl
make
for no reason?
I didn't say it would be
Whenever, if we don't have a session, that has to be like the art they show, or you post
Oh my
some like
God.
Yes.
on
Oh,
IG
we
and stuff.
don't have a
like
session.
that.
We're on a break. It's Aranea.
Love it.
With pina colada glass in hand, just
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have the
giant
other people
sunglasses,
fishing at the
giant
end of the
sun
pool.
hat, just
Just the rest of the cats. It's
Everyone
just
in the background.
fishing really small in the background.
Gone fishing.
All of us fishing. Kellyanne falling in the water.
you wanted to go for a swim.
That weren't rough. How about you guys? Are you guys also fishing or doing something else?
Yeah, I guess we can join them in fishing. I wasn't sure what all was on the ship because I know you said there were crates and stuff like that also.
Yeah, there's crates. Some of it is food, like the apples. But it's mainly empty space for if like Gage needs to bring stuff places. It's kind of filler, right? It's like, okay, well, we have 4 empty boxes, so people could just sit in them if we're smuggling things or people. Smuggling in the sense that we're like helping them, not smuggling people as in smuggling people. I'm going to clarify that real quick. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff in like the midsection. I should have pulled up a ship diagram to use terms correctly, but the bottommost level, I don't think a lot of you have gone down. That is where Tate was brought at one point by Gage. But besides that, most of the place has been open for you to explore. Not too many interesting things. There's like a captain's quarters for Gage, which like the door's been left open, so it's not private.
Yeah, Ruff can go fishing, and Balmore is just going to start walking around the ship looking for things. You know what? Balmore's going to head to the captain's quarters.
Roll me a investigation or perception, depending on how snoopery you're getting.
Snoopery.
Investigation for a 11.
Okay. Separate for that, all of you people who are fishing, with various degrees of tools. I don't know what exactly is going on. I would love for all of you to roll me survival checks.
Hey, I have expertise on that.
+4.
If you are using bait or an actual fishing rod, you can add +1 to each of for each of those factors. If you are
I'm going to
doing
say,
something stupid or weird, you get a -1.
I wonder who that is.
Also,
I got a 4.
DM, real quick. My proficiency went up to +8 because of my survival.
It should be double. Your proficiency should be. I think you guys are at a +2 still, right, for everybody?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's +7 now.
So +4 from your double proficiency, and then plus survival wisdom, I think. Is that
Yeah.
Wisdom, yeah.
it's a plus
That's
wisdom?
5 plus 5 plus 4, so that's 9. So I rolled a 13 plus 9 then.
I rolled an 18 plus 4 plus 2 for using a standard fishing rod and bait. So that is 24.
I rolled a 22.
All right.
18, just after everything.
Cool. For it. Cool.
Makes sense.
I just like to feel included.
What did Ralph get?
You said if I'm doing something dumb, it would be
Yeah. Well, I'll let you insert what that is here for whatever it might be.
I don't have a
Just like a
fishing rod.
pistol. I don't know.
I mean, I have a lure. I just don't have a fishing rod, so I'm gonna
I
go
think
ahead
that,
and.
Vinny, are you saying we just can naturally have that if it's given to us? Like they'll loan us a fishing rod, or we have to own it?
There's going to be like fishing rod and bait are things that would exist here, but I know some of you
Okay.
guys do weird things sometimes. So
I mean, I'm gonna borrow. I don't have my own fishing rod.
yeah, Gage has plenty. He's
That's
like,
what
yeah,
I'm
no.
doing.
Sometimes I need to eat and I don't have food, so this is how I eat. So go ham. Whatever you don't eat, please leave here. I like good food.
No, I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm just gonna cast lightning lure into the water and see what happens.
Cool.
Oh my god.
And I rolled a 7, so I don't think I'm gonna get anything. That's a good thing.
Probably.
Well, now none of us are.
Oh no, I'm gonna do it
All
on
of
the
the
opposite
bodies.
side. I'm gonna do it on the
Just
opposite
float
side.
up.
Yeah,
Aw.
not on the same side as they are.
Love that. So I'm gonna start with Ruff real quick. Ruff, you as you toss this thing down and lightning lure in the water, you see other little bouts of electricity. It's actually more phosphorescence that you find out is that there are eels in the water. And these eels have kind of a shimmering back to them. So it looks interesting in the water, but once you like throw the lightning lure down, you watch the ones that do get hit by this thing. It does seem to just go through them and not actually do anything to them. A couple fish just do float up and just keep going. But like, you were successful in having dead fish. You just weren't successful in retrieving dead fish. Dang it.
Yeah,
Get a net.
Ruff's not gonna
Get a
say
net,
anything.
get
She's
the
just
dead
gonna.
ones.
Well, Ruff is just gonna go grab a net, and by that time the fish are gone. But
Those ones. But yeah, I mean, there's always another opportunity to do that again.
lightning lure, net. All right, I'm ready to.
It's a combo. Definitely something that I think you should have 2 hands for both of these tasks, but hey, it's fine.
You do.
With a 4 for our
Oh.
our
Oh wow.
great boy over
Hi.
here. Roll me a dice and tell me if it's even or odds.
Just any dice.
Except like a D100 because
Well, it's a 2, so it's even.
even cool. Hey, you hook something. It feels weighty, and it takes a few moments for you to eventually pull it up, and you find a mace.
A mace?
Yeah, a mace.
Am I supposed? Is this normal?
There's shit in the water at some spots. I don't know. Keep it, throw it back. I don't know. You're not releasing it back into the wild, so you might as well just leave it on here.
This throws it behind him. Fishes again.
Oh my god.
That's what, like 5 gold
Ducks.
worth of things you could sell.
For all the rest of you guys who rolled very well, roll me a d20 with advantage. I'll tell you what you get.
The first
17.
roll was
I rolled a 16.
hey.
17.
Cool. You guys catch fish that are like. None of you guys are small in this party. That's that's basically like over 15 pounds each. So you guys are all catch. Those of you who rolled 16, so you guys specifically caught flounders. 17 was specifically a snapper fish, but these things are big. They all also have like a light glitter to their, a shimmer to their scales, but otherwise that there does not seem to be anything magical about them, but they're hefty. So you guys have food for a bit.
I think when I pull up the snapper, I do look at the group and go, that's a big one.
Hey!
Nailed it first try.
Thanks. Seriously, though, whoa!
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, yeah, magical
Fish
water.
are big.
Everything in the Underdark, like, is magically enhanced, so the fish here are big.
Well, we got dinner.
Well, normally big. Sometimes I guess you catch a mace, and just Gage is, like, staring at the mace. It's just...
Hell yeah, is proudly fishing for more weird shit.
All right. You know, just for the fun of it, roll me another die and tell me if it's even or odd.
Odd.
Odd. You pull up a boot, and as you pull up the boot, just to like get it off of whatever line or however you're doing it, it seems to come to life and just kicks you right in the face.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Somebody help! It's coming alive!
I take my fishing pole and I try to whack it like it's a baseball bat. Get down!
Why is it alive? Why is it alive?
I don't know!
Magical waters. I'm not going to clarify anymore. It's magic. Magic, guys.
I
Magic.
grab it by the laces and I do one of these and I throw it.
I'm just gonna go over and kick the mace. Be like, hey, wake up!
You know what?
Are you magic?
Roll me a d20. Let me know if you hit a 20. I don't give a shit.
Oh my
This part doesn't matter.
14.
Okay. You watch one of the spikes just fall off.
Hey!
This
that
one's
was worth
not
5
magical.
gold before we picked it out of the water.
Now it's worth 1 gold.
That was worth 1 gold. I have to get 29 gold more worth of stuff.
Yeah, now you've made it harder for Mama Aranea, and she's trying to have a good rest.
You know, this is actually, I guess, is a way to get stuff. A weird way to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I would like to try to
Oddly
fish for a
profitable.
weird... Sorry, what'd you say, Joe?
Oddly profitable.
I was gonna say, can I try to fish for weird stuff specifically?
Yeah. Helios like, oh, this works, I guess.
It was on the
So-
count of a bad roll before, but yeah. Anyone who wants to go fishing a second time, roll me another d20 with survival. Add again for bait and
Hey,
actual
Vinny!
rod. What's up?
Hey, Vinny! That's a nat 20.
Cool.
Nice.
This will be fun.
Apparently Phelan's real good at fishing. Who knew?
Wow, the ranger's good at fishing. Wow.
The ranger who lived in the woods for 10 years by themselves and had to fend for themselves knows how to fish?
Might be really good at this for some reason.
I rolled a 25.
25.
12.
So,
My total was a 26.
listen, I'm pretty good at surviving, and I've had to. Well, Nim's gonna say this out loud. You know, when you're when you leave your home, all you got is like your belongings, and you gotta fend for yourself. So I know a thing or two about getting some fish.
I look at
I don't
Nim
know shit.
when you say that. I go, huh, that's what I did.
Learning to fish. It's not bad. It's actually pretty fun. But I also want to try and find things that we can sell for money. That's not a bad idea, Kellya.
Yeah, honestly. Except for
I'm
don't
like-
get another boot.
Please, I don't want another boot.
It's still just
Whoa.
flopping around on the deck, honestly.
No, I threw it back in the water.
Oh, never mind.
In the distance, in your mind, you just hear a like thump thump. It's just somewhere.
It's like the telltale heart of Edgar Allan Poe. So
Correct.
you're just
Thank
always
you. That's
gonna
exactly
hear it.
what I was going for too.
It's the fucking
telltale
alligator
boot.
from Peter Pan, where I'm just like, oh my god,
Oh,
I hear
it's the
it.
crocodile!
Belmar, did you also roll, or Ruff, did you roll for fishing a second time?
15.
15. Cool.
I got a 16.
Someone got a 12, right? That was Malkith. Malkith. No, wait, still above. Cool. Everyone who I think everyone successfully caught something that round. So everyone roll me a d20. You two who got over 20. Actually, no. Yours is gonna be special, Phelan. Roll me a d20 with advantage. Nim. Everyone else just roll me a d20. Let's see what they got.
So I just roll a d20?
Nope. Not yet.
So I rolled.
Stand by.
Wait, I rolled an 8 on my first one with advantage. I can roll again.
Got a 1.
Oh no! With advantage? Oh no,
Oh,
that's right. Not
wait, no,
over
that
20.
you're-
Not over
you
20.
have
Ignore me.
advantage,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Oh wait, I was
don't-
over 20.
I don't roll over.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
that's
over
why you
20,
have
just roll
advantage.
Oh, never mind. I rolled an 8 again.
Right, you rolled an 8. What
I
are
got an
the
18.
18? Cool.
10.
10 and a 1.
A 1.
Cool. The 1, you literally find a boot, but it's the left foot.
Oh,
It doesn't
no.
do anything.
It's haunting
It
Kellogg.
doesn't do anything. It just hangs. It's just literally a normal boot for you.
ahead.
Ruff is gonna
No way.
Ruff's gonna walk over and just hand it to Kellyot and just nod
Kellyot-
and walk off.
Throws it back in the water.
Yeet.
Who rolled an 8? Nim?
That's me.
Nim, you get a salmon. Fairly sizable, though. So this one, there's actually, I have values for these, which I've been ignoring this whole time. But it's worth 2 gold, where normally it's only worth about 8 silver. So it's a fairly hefty boy. Kelly, out number one more time.
18.
18. You caught a big black bass. Worth
8.
instead of just regular black, it has like almost obsidian scales, and it's worth about 10 gold by itself.
Ooh, you should save that one.
And
Put that one on ice.
Malekith, you rolled for the second roll? 10, thank you. A trout, worth about 12 silver. So you guys got a decent collection of fish so far.
We're gonna all put this on ice.
Phelan, roll me any die and let me know even or odds.
Okay. 6. Even.
Cool.
Vinny!
You feel a lot of resistance.
Uh-oh.
And then it feels like your line goes completely slack for a second, and you hear clawing up the side of the ship. And you see wrapped around your fishing rod, looking slightly irritated, is a... you also feel like a heave to the side as a hard weight comes to the side of the ship. You see the head of a Forge beaver just looking over the side with the 2 teeth coming out.
Oh, buddy, I am so sorry!
It's just
Oh, yeah,
wrapped
let out a
around its head.
shriek.
It's just wrapped
is
around
like-
its head, and it
I am
just
gonna
does not look
grab-
happy.
I'm gonna grab my dagger and try to gently cut it free. I'm so sorry. I was trying to catch a fish, and looks like I accidentally caught you.
Rumble, 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 rumble.
I don't know what that means, but I'm really sorry. I give it a pat. It's like clang, clang, clang.
It lets you. It looks around at the rest of
Wow.
you guys.
Give it your fish.
Do they eat fish?
I don't know.
Can I
Give it
ask?
an offering, something.
Can I ask a beaver if he eats fish?
Rumble, rumble,
Beavers eat
rumble.
fish, right? I don't know. Lives in the water.
Question, Vinny.
Yep.
Does speak with animals apply to the Megafauna Forged?
I think we had it apply kind of
Yeah.
when Nim used, like it's a little bit, not like perfect, but it translates a little.
Okay, I am going to cast Speak with Animals
Mhm.
on myself, and I am going to look at the beaver. And now that I can speak its language, or poorly, I would suppose. Not my intention to catch you. Can I give you a fish for your troubles? I don't know if you eat fish.
As this is happening, and we'll go back to it in half a second, was Balmore or Ruff also doing something related to the scenario?
Balmore is still sneaking around the ship.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check because I thought you were saying something. I wanted to make sure if it was relative to the scene that it was happening. That's all. Okay. When you ask about fish, you get back caught on head, uncomfy.
I know, I'm sorry. Is it all gone now? Have I gotten it
Yeah.
all off?
Easy enough.
I know, I'm sorry. You can go back now.
Take wood. and you just watch his teeth come forward, and it goes to the railing of the ship.
Wait, just 1 second. I'm going to turn back and go,
Slowly.
does anyone have a spare plank of wood?
Calliot rips the head of the mace off the mace and gives the handle
Here.
part to
Like a stick to a dog. Just here.
A stick to the dog that's way too big. And it looks down at the railing, this big hunk of wood that it has in its mouth. I take wood. It just
This is a nat 20.
shoves
Okay.
its teeth down it.
My nat 20 resulted in damage to the ship.
Yes, but friendly conversation with the Mega Fauna Forged versus unhappy Fauna Forged.
I love the I take wood.
Okay, you want to know what though? When you say I take wood and he goes away with the wood, right? The beaver goes. I turn back to the group and I go, he said I take wood.
Nice.
Nice.
Ruff is going to immediately
Ruff,
repeat that.
yeah. Ruff looks back and she's like, take wood.
Damn it! Hey, now, what is that in Celestial again? Honor.
I'll just start using mending on the piece of wood that was ripped off.
Oh!
You can heal the parts that like broke. It did kind of take like the whole head part of the top part, but you can fix like all of the like cosmetic damage that you can see. But this thing took like a 2-foot by 12-foot chunk out of one of the railing sides and just flopped back down into the water with it.
I think that I might be done with fishing, and I think feeling kind of ashamed, I'm gonna slink away from the edge.
I mean, I don't think any of us were expecting that to happen.
No.
Gage
I didn't even realize.
was like,
I was
cool. Honestly, it didn't destroy the whole ship. I don't care. That's fine. This was a good interaction.
okay, cool.
It's not a great interaction, but I've had bad interactions. This is a good interaction.
Okay, thanks for doing that, Malkith.
Ruff just looks back and just like, oh, Abnum.
Yeah, you said it.
I've heard that before.
Stop swearing!
After you're finish mending it, can you also like give my wood a polish over there?
Hey, he's in on it now.
Wait, hang on. How would you do that? Oh,
The
it's
polish.
exhausting trying to keep up.
No, that was an accident.
Ruff, to go back, or no, Balmore, to go back to you in the room as this whole thing happened. Gage has not sparse living, but it's just very out in the open. Like, it's, if you walked in here, you'd be like, this is a captain. Ah, nice and organized. Not any of that. It's just strewn about like a teenager who's like, I got things to do in the morning. Everything is an utter mess. There is a lot of maps for like the cave systems and the different tunnels that are under here that are out in the open. You see collections of stuff from different seems factions that named Gage has been a part of. Not that you necessarily understand a lot about, like the Forge Breakers or even the lodge for the Rangers and stuff like that. But in addition to those ones, which were noticeable on Gage's body, you also see, and you don't really need to roll for this part, which is good, like an artificing kit. Actual tools used for creating or maintaining artificing. And you could assume with this stuff is like that, like they maintain, care for Tate. Like this is like the stuff that is used for taking care of Tate and also whatever the heck Tate's doing below deck, probably. But most of it's just like normal living stuff. Like everything's very weathered. Gage has been doing this for a while. There's also some additional connections that are like audio, like horns, like those things that they use to like let audio travel from one place to another through piping, so that way people can hear stuff. So at one point you hear like a triple hiss come out of one of them, which like for a moment you're like, steam? Oh wait, no, that's Tate making noises and saying stuff above deck. but most of it not super, especially, with a lower roll. It's sparse living quarters, seems well lived in, and variety of tools / memorabilia from these different factions Gage has been in.
Okay, you did say that there were maps of like caves and stuff like that. I would like to, the best I can, because I know expert duplication, I would like to try to duplicate as many maps as I can.
Oh yeah. That take you a little bit, but that's they're up on the wall. Obviously, these are things Gage uses a lot, and you can see updates not written on the original maps, but like there's definitely spots where like almost like conspiracy board-esque, where like he like just like they like put in a dagger or a dart and like put this note here being like, do not go right during spring season because drought or whatever, like just like little hints of things here and there being like, we cannot take this route specifically during this part of the equinox. Like there's just random notes about certain things, so you get those little hints and stuff too, which is weird. You maybe don't know because Gage doesn't explain it on the paper, because Gage just internally knows some of this stuff, but like you get the note about it, you just don't know why some of these things exist. One of them is just like crocodiles, and that's just the an X.
Crocodiles?
Crocodile.
Okay. Yeah, this whole time I'm just writing. I'm just like, yeah, none of this is making any sense. But I guess we could use these for if we ever go down. And I mean, after I'm done copying the maps, it doesn't seem like there's anything kind of useful in here. So I would walk out and join everybody else on the deck.
You see Malkuth mending some wood, and a lot of fish. You guys have a lot of fish now. You did a pretty good job.
Elmer, look! And I show the big snapper that I caught.
You caught that?
Yeah, I also accidentally caught a megafauna forged. That's why I point at the rail that Malkuth is mending.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really happy. I saw that, and my first thought was, which one of you broke the ship? But if it was a megafauna forge, I guess that was not really us anyway.
That's not the most unheard of assumption that you could come to be completely honest. No, it was a giant beaver.
Platypus. Chipmunk. Beaver. Okay, yeah, we're seeing a lot of different things. Did you know he has maps?
I would
Of what?
Just like of like caves and stuff. Like I would just share with everyone, like kind of show.
What does the crocodiles mean? That just has X marks the spot for crocodiles?
Can you imagine a megafauna forge crocodile?
Oh,
That thing
God.
must be huge.
Yeah, they suck. Gage just from a distance.
You
wait.
fought one of them?
No, I ran.
You
Yay.
ran? Oh, okay.
Smart.
Kaliat's holding his 10 gold black bass over his head. It's like, can you sell this?
I could eat it.
Would it take things off the price that we agreed upon, or the things we have to give you?
Feel like I should take 50% of all the things you catch on my ship, but I guess that would be rude. Yeah, no, yeah.
This
yeah,
one too?
sure.
Hold up the snapper.
Shit, I sell that one for like 8 gold. What the fuck are you? Okay.
This is 10 gold! You can sell this! Come on!
Yeah. You still have that magical boot? That probably would go for some money if it's enchanted.
No, I threw it overboard because it kicked me in the face!
Oh. I mean, you get that the thing was magically enchanted, right? Like, it was probably worth some... Okay.
Shit. Abnum.
Do people pay money for boots that kick them in the face?
What... I mean, imagine someone you don't like, and you wanted to send somebody a gift that you don't like that person. And then they open the gift.
I look at Malkuth and I go, that's not what you were thinking, was it? I'm so confused.
Leon's like, oh. They probably would have loved that for Perry, actually.
Aw, man.
Yeah, getting revenge for the gargoyle. Kick to the face sounds about right.
We can do that whenever we're back.
Yeah, that's true.
Just go and fuck up their whole bar.
Go
It's
to
like
Perry.
it's like one of those
Kick 'em in the
singing
face.
telegrams, and then we could just kick them instead.
I am your singing tele. Bam!
Yeah. Exactly.
Ruff's just gonna look over and go kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen how effective that was, and I kind of smirk at Malkith.
Like she loves nuts. She loves nuts. She goes crazy for nuts.
I think I have a headache. I'm gonna walk to a side of the ship to like clear my head. I feel like Phelan has a level of innuendo they can take before they're like, all right, now I need to like go over here.
I feel like Phelan has a level of how much of this party they can take before they're like, all right, I need a break. And Phelan just goes and like lays down on the seat next to Aranea.
Yeah, there's another seat by Aranea. I love
covers.
Third day is spa day.
All right. Well, you guys get a bunch of. Oh, could I have all of you guys just roll me an intelligence check, please?
Oh, this will go wonderful.
Oh! No. Well, that was a 17, but it's a 16. So I'm done.
That's another nat 20.
16.
Hell yeah!
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's a nat 19 for me, plus 3. That
Total of
22.
21.
can't
Just a
count.
regular 2.
Good old two.
Oof.
Regular 2, regular 2.
Anthera and Phelan, at some point during the day, later in the day, like 5 or 6 hours into you guys doing things, both of you realize, maybe during a conversation or while you guys are doing something, you see like Jesper like playing with the cards just by himself. You guys have not seen Najir in a while.
Like he went to go get his tackle box and he just never came back.
No, that was Jesper. Najir hasn't been, in theory, you have not seen Najir since he went
in
to sleep. Yeah.
Oh,
Nim, have you seen Najir at all today?
not today. I know he went to bed in Lumina's mouth. We can go down there and check if he just slept in. I'm gonna go do that.
Sometimes he
So-
does need to sleep longer, Jesper, like hearing this conversation, maybe.
Okay, well, good to know. Yeah, we'll still check up on him. Yeah, why don't we go down below and
Yeah, I'm gonna
who's up?
walk with you to go check with Lumina, see if Lumina has him nearby.
Lumina still has puffed up cheeks, and is currently just like relaxing. She's just been chilling under here. That's been her old 2 days, is just chilling under here.
Lumina? Can you? Najir?
open.
Hello?
Hey, bud. We just wanted to make sure you were all right. Hadn't seen you all day.
You hear what sounds like a 5-year-old's voice, be like, yeah, no, I'm doing fine.
What? I'm sorry. Who is that?
This is Najir. You hear the fake extra gravel ad that of like a teenager who's like, yes, I'm an adult who wants to order pizza.
Why did your voice just get high right there? What's with that?
Sorry, allergies.
Lumina, can you please open your mouth?
The Fuller?
The eyes kind of like open, like from a sleeping position, the eyes open, like wake up, and no, I'm fine in here. It's okay.
Open the mouth, please.
One of you roll me an animal handling check. Or persuasion check.
My persuasion is a +3.
Mine is animal handling under wisdom. So that's
Can one of us give advantage to the other?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on him.
alright. Perfect, because that first roll was a 5. So we're gonna roll again. Okay, that one was a 19, so 19 plus 3 is a 22. So that one's a lot better. Thank you, Faye.
You're welcome.
Open.
You watch, like before, just like almost made out of like a stretchy metal, which doesn't make sense. It's fine. Opens, Lumina opens her mouth, and you see definitely a smaller form wearing Nazir's clothes, and just kind of like waves a hand, like a small like child's hand, like, yeah, I'm fine. Like rolled over the side, just like trying to sleep in there. Just, yeah, no, I'm good.
So is this very clearly someone else?
This is very clearly not the same age person, at the very least. The person you met was like 22-ish, 23.
Yeah. Unless you reverted in age about 17 years. What's going on?
Lumina, shut. This is fine. Jesper comes down and says, oh, he just needs his rest. It's fine. You can just let him sleep.
I'm sorry, but that's the voice of... What's going on?
No, fully elven. Don't worry. I don't know if you said that as your character or just out loud as a person.
Well, I mean, I'm saying I'm literally looking at Jesper like, I don't understand.
I was like whispering that to Phelan. I'm like, is he a changeling?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's gifted. He's just relaxing. You don't need to worry about it.
Can I roll an insight check?
I was just about to ask you insight check.
You can both roll an insight check. I also say this conversation is probably not that quiet that if anyone else did want to join, they can. Just 'cause I know some of you guys are snoopy.
That's a 2.
That's a 4.
Yeah, Balmore is trying to sneak down here.
We both rolled.
If you're trying to actually sneak, roll me a stealth check.
Kelly's not trying to sneak, he's just walking down the stairs.
Cool.
I think I look at you, Nim, and it's kind of the look of, I don't know what's happening, I don't know what's going on, like, I've learned a lot today and I'm confused. What?
23.
I'm also confused.
Cool. I'm gonna say Malkith. Malkith, you said you were also coming down as well?
Yeah, just not sneaking at all.
Okay, good. Malkith, Kelly, you guys walk down. You guys don't even notice Balmore. No one notices Balmore out of just just pure passive. So yeah, Balmore, you're invisible. You're stealthing down here. No one notices you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, as I get down the stairs, I'm gonna try to hook around and fade back into the darkness, kind of Batman style, and watch what's happening.
Sure. Yeah. With a 4 and a 3, I think were the insight checks.
4 to 2.
4 to 2. Seems weird, but not weirder. I always love when you're rolling bad on something. You're like, this seems really obvious. Oh, seems weird, guys.
Seems odd.
Yeah.
What's going on, dudes?
I will say just straight off, a vibe that's Jesper's definitely a little nervous about whatever this is, but doesn't seem overly defensive. Just if we could move past this.
We went to check on Nazir, and we're now seeing, and I gesture at the open mouth to indicate this is now a small child. This was not a small child before.
Oh my, did you get cursed? What happened to you?
Lumina, clamp. And
Lumina, hold on
shuts her mouth. You're not one of the owners. Lumina shuts mouth and does the dog not happy thing of just putting hands over the snout.
Oh.
What was that? Why are you guys all being weird?
People are looking into my Megafaunaphore's mouth, bugging my son. That's the
Your
weird
son
part.
Who is suddenly way younger? Is that a different person?
I'm seeing a hand just coming towards camera, so
Just slowly start putting my hand out.
okay.
Just look towards the rest of the party. I mean,
Elliot's not gonna stab you.
Wait, what are you doing?
Zone of Truth.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. That's fine. I was like, oh wow, another inflict wounds to the head.
You gonna open that mouth?
Bam! I cast knock on the Megafauna Forge's mouth.
I might allow that. I don't know. That's weird. The mechanics get
Moving
weird
on.
there.
Moving on.
Cool. What's the save for this?
Charisma of 14.
Not very.
By the way, if you haven't hydrated, Apollo put a hydrate in the chat.
Thanks, Apollo. We appreciate the water or hydration of various forms. Roll the natural 1. So Jesper realizes that he's in the zone of truth, but is now under the zone of truth.
I also made sure that hit everyone in the party.
Oh.
I love that. Love it.
So wait,
Did we just get spelled?
Charisma saving throw from everybody, please.
Charisma saving throws?
Fuck.
Even if I'm not, you don't even.
I was gonna say,
trying to
I'd say Balmor probably, if stealthing is off in a corner, so I will allow Balmor to not be under this. But you can roll for fun.
I rolled an 8, and I know that this is happening to me, and I look at Malkith with a look of, I'm not saying shit to you.
It's not like I can target people, it's just everyone in an area.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's just very much like, I know what just happened, and I'm just going to get real quiet.
How did I roll a nat 20 on this? Explain to me. I rolled a nat 20 on a charisma saving throw.
I mean,
But anyway, I can smell bullshit a mile away just from growing up with an older, snotty-nosed older brother.
Oh, the bullshit I'm sure that was around for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's fertilizer from what I've heard.
Kelly, what did you roll?
I rolled a 13 plus. Is this a charisma check?
Saving throw.
Saving throw? Okay. That's a 16.
Okay, so you passed.
So, currently, the people that have failed is Phelan, Nazir, and Jesper.
Kellyette will look at Malkith and then choose to fail the roll.
Nice!
There's a man you can trust.
Just for funsies.
Just for funsies.
Just for shits and
Did we
giggles.
become best friends?
Did you just give me a chance? Yeah.
Yep.
Rose.
So, there was a questioning going on. I just want to assist. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be helpful.
No, we're just confused and concerned. We're helping you with this job, and it's going to be weird if we think your son is a different person. How are we supposed to help you if we don't know what's happening?
I mean, it is my son, who is fine. That shouldn't affect the job unless he becomes like toddler age. Then I'm gonna carry him. But besides that, it should be fine.
Can he not control that?
Okay, you said that. Phelan, you also had a thing at the same time?
No, it's, I'm gonna go with that.
Same question. All right. Cannot control that. He has a particular... No.
There we go.
So, I don't mean to be rude. It does affect us. Because if we were to be confronted by something big and all of a sudden Nazir becomes a baby, we need to be prepared for that rather than look and go, what the heck just happened? So if you want us to protect you, this is something we need to know.
It seems like you kind of figured it out. Yes, his age changes.
Why though?
It's kind of long.
I mean, just give us like the bare minimum information of what we need to know, because if we have to all of a sudden, like Phelan said, protect a baby, that would be good to know.
It happens when he sleeps. So he just wakes up.
Oh, so it's not okay, that's good to know. That's not like a sporadic thing. It's not like suddenly he'll become okay.
Over time,
Okay.
he just regresses in age.
No. It's random.
So I have a question. Does the potty training like stick with him when he gets really young, or is
Mal?
it like
Mal,
In human
No.
years, he's about 35. He's here 35.
right? But the
Okay.
control of the muscles, I feel like that would be.
why do you want to know this?
It's important information for everyday life.
Functionality-wise, I still have to deal with things when he's a none-year-old.
Right.
That has happened.
tracks.
Luckily, he's an elf, so that happens.
Mhm, mhm.
And you hear Ned's like, "This is embarrassing conversation talks."
Well, see, now we learned something. It's clearly a detriment to the family. So now we know that.
For a moment, when you say detriment, you hear Jesper like for a moment just like wells the chest a bit. It's like, well, no, it's just the way.
Listen here, little
Is it
boy.
something that is fixable, or is it something that's just normal for him? Like, is it something that is someone pissed at him?
Can I detect magic on Nazher?
Sure, you can cast detect magic, and in general, you'll see magic stuff. He's not, as far as he has weird parents. The ancestry that we've brought him makes this happen.
How so?
I think we might be getting into personal territory here, and this isn't. I'm going to be
This is wild.
right. I'm gonna be the jerk face who stops us from asking more questions, but I think we know what we need to know to keep going. I'm sorry that we found out this way. I'm sorry if it seemed that we were impugning on your family's privacy, but it is very good for us to know moving forward.
Right. Below a certain age, he normally just stays in Lumina to make life easier. Also, if he gets too old, which has only happened twice, but on the rare occasions there's a non-functionality portion, or it gets very, very odd. But normally, even this age would be fine. Just we didn't want to share necessarily this, so it was odd.
Balmore's just gonna walk out of the shadow and just be like,
Oh
all
my
right,
God!
random ages. Got it. That's all we really need to know. And just
Jesper
walks up
draws
the
a
stairs.
pistol for a moment. Right, sorry. That was frightening.
He does that from time to time. You get used to it.
Right.
I don't!
Like, all right, thanks for letting us know. Also, good call in that zone of truth, and just walks up the stairs.
I'm just gonna turn and start following Balmore. I come across a good few ideas myself every once in a while. It surprises me every time.
As Malkith walks up the stairs, I look at Kellyot and Nim. I look at Malkith and I go, I don't know if I'm ever going to understand him. And I'm going to walk up the stairs as well.
Kelly just looks
Yeah.
at Nim and is like, oh.
Nim's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No, he's just gonna pat Lumina on the cheek and be like, sorry, bud.
I control my body fine. It's
Yeah, no, it's all good. No judgment here.
it all works.
Yeah.
I'm still under the zone of truth, and I feel defensive, so this is getting weird.
Listen, if I am also, so it's all good.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just hear from inside.
Listen, bro. I don't know if it gets like hot in there. Like you don't have to like hide in there.
Well, obviously not now.
Yeah, I know. I just like one this could have been avoided. Like, I mean, we're all pretty chill, but also like, Phelan said the smart thing of like, we gotta know in case something happens. But Yeah, no. As long as you're like not a separate person in there and you're just the same guy, just different age. No.
Yeah, just me.
Yeah, so you don't have to hide away in there right now. We're on a boat. If things get wild, you can go back in there, but...
Probably gonna... Just, it was weird line of question. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I'm done.
Okay. I'm leaving.
Just stop stalking.
Understandable. Nim kind of goes up to Lumina and kind of like first wants to apologize to Nazir, and it just goes, we were just concerned. We didn't see you for a while, and but now we know why you didn't see you for a while. You don't have to answer anything, I know, because Zone of Truth, and it's kind of weird. But just want to let you know that, and Lumina is here for your protection, and that's understandable. And Nim kind of just pats Lumina's puffed up cheeks and says, "Thank you for protecting Nazir. You can continue doing your job. You're doing a great job. I'm sorry for making you open your mouth earlier."
Doesn't seem too concerned. Seems pretty chill with all of it, but she got told a specific command, so that's why she's just got
I love Lumina.
the snoop
much.
protection.
Adorable.
Rada.
Kaliat's standing in the Zone of Truth being like, I'm 5'9". Fuck!
I'm what?
He's trying to say that he's taller than he is in the Zone of Truth. It's not working. He's trying to like break the Zone of Truth.
Nim's just looking down at Kalia and just...
Leon, up top on deck, watches you guys come up and can hear this stuff below deck because it's just grates. What's going on down there?
I'm tall!
Hey, Leon?
Yeah.
It's okay. This is pretty typical for us.
Kaliat's just short.
No, I'm not!
Why is he yelling about his height?
As someone who's 5'9", this is offensive.
As someone who's 5'9", I'm right there with you.
He's testing Zone of Truth to see if he can lie against it, and he's not.
Oh.
I mean, I'm
Kaliat,
shorter than you!
Rank all of your friends by your attractiveness to themness.
Oh, easy. Okay.
No.
Leon just yells that down.
Does someone yell no?
Leon, I will bring more beavers to the ship. Stop.
I want to know now!
Actually, yeah, Kaliat, who's your hottest friend and the ugliest one? Go ahead and rank us out.
Do it, Kaliat. Come on.
Yeah, you got
Roll
this.
eagle.
Malkith can drop this whatever, by the way.
Malkith, you've done a great thing.
And
I'm here to serve the
I
people.
also am in Zone of Truth, so I have to tell the truth.
Malkith actually
Oh,
secretly
this is
dropped this a while ago and just hasn't
like-
told anybody.
What's that TikTok audio from Ben 10 where it's like, no, I sense him has made a mistake somehow. So he's like,
You can avoid answering, technically.
You can. You don't have to answer.
Leon just saw an opportunity. Vinny also saw an opportunity. So.
Are you guys gonna be mad at me?
No.
No, of
I mean,
course
I might.
we're not.
Honestly, I might get a little sad if you call me the ugliest, but
Okay, then I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm going to be really upset if I'm not the ugliest. I feel like I've earned that spot.
You feel
I'm
like you've earned the ugliest.
Yeah, have you seen this face? I've taken the mask off before. Come on now.
apparently I'm the ugliest based on that reaction.
You know what? I think we're all
I
just
don't.
ranked the ugliest.
Yeah, you guys are all the ugliest.
That's a lie. I can tell.
You can't say that.
You
It's
can't
not-
say
I
it.
can say that.
You can't actually say that if that's unless you think that.
Yeah, you're all the.
Your sister thinks I'm hot.
Ooh, that sounded like there's some backstory there. I would love to hear that.
Oh, that's right.
Should
you
I-
weren't there for that. Balmore basically had a date with Calissa.
When you say date, did it end up with you going back to her room?
You're not in the Zone of Truth.
I'm not in the
I don't
zone
have
of
to.
truth. I'm not in the zone
I'm
of
just
truth.
asking.
man.
I'm just asking because I want to know.
Why do you care?
I
want to
think.
know if my boy is out here getting his cheeks clapped.
I mean, technically.
I I would
Yeah, we could have that one-on-one if you're really interested.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
There's also a whole
sounds
darkness
important,
in character text spot that you guys got.
Yeah, why don't we break the fourth wall? Let's do that.
He said,
Why?
no.
I'm gonna
it's
look at
just Kelliot and Nim are the only two in the basement still. So
Oh my
Nim
God.
just sees Kelliot like seething and then slowly looking around in all of the
Great.
like barrels and crates for something. You're not sure what it is, but he has like just death in his eyes.
Okay.
You okay?
I'm gonna let you find whatever it is with not knowing whatever it is that you were looking for. I'm just gonna let you find it. I don't know why.
He doesn't know what he's looking for. He's
Oh,
just
okay.
looking for something to make Balwor's life living hell.
Cool.
Are you looking for Ruff?
Rice?
She's upstairs.
I
I don't know. If anything, he might go fishing for that boot again, but
Fair.
I think at this point, I'm looking at Leon and I mouth the words in Zone of Truth. Help me.
I feel like I did help. This feels like helping.
Did not. You did not help. You made me feel like deeply uncomfortable and anxious.
Oh, can I cast a spell on you?
Can you cast Counterspell on Zone of fucking Truth?
Oh, I was gonna use calm emotions because then you just kind of feel good, but like not everyone likes that, so I didn't want to force that on you. I can dispel it, but this seems like good energy right now to me. I have weird friends, so this might be the wrong vibe, but this seems like good energy.
Phelan immediately starts stimming. Just
wait a minute.
not okay right now.
I have dispel magic.
God damn it, Kelliot.
Well, I don't think Son of Truth is a 3rd level spell or higher, so if you do dispel magic, it does just stop working.
It also only lasts 10 minutes, so.
Also.
I am gonna be embarrassed and run to the other side of the ship.
Ruff is just laughing ridiculously hard and just yelling out "Joof, Joof" over and over again.
Everybody go check your words.
It means shit. Primordial for shit.
Primordial shit.
Yeah, I think basically poor Phelan hits her breaking point. Like she's been trying so hard. They've been trying so hard to be like loosey goosey and like make these innuendos, and finally they're like, "I'm done," and they just run to the other side of the ship. I'm sorry for the drama. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, Ruff seeing that like would like to walk up and approach you, and like pat you on the shoulder and go in your voice. It's exhausting trying to keep up.
Yeah, honestly, it is. I'm always gonna be kind of a stick in the mud, huh?
Like as you say that, she just kind of looks around and she's like, "Oh," and just looks at you and just shakes her head. Like, 2 moms, and like looks over at marinara sauce and like does like X's and then points to you as 1 and gives like a thumbs up and a nod.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think Ruff overall, because it's going to be really hard with the words that I have because none of them are
Right.
encouraging. But like, overall, Ruff just really wants you to know that like you're to them, you're a necessary piece to a great party, to a great team. Like without you, there wouldn't be like some of the funnier, happier moments that Ruff has had being with this group. So in other words, she's more honored to have you around with you as a whole of who you truly are than anything else.
Yeah, I think there's this moment of Phelan realizing this entire boat journey that they've tried to be someone who they weren't to make the rest of the party happy. And they kind of look at Ruff and say, maybe I'll stop the innuendos for a bit. You need to stop swearing so much. I don't care what Malkith taught you.
Ruff is gonna look, kind of like laugh, and in Balmore's voice, I thank God I have something. In Balmore's voice, he's gonna look over at you and go, Be yourself.
Aw.
I'm gonna pat Ruff's shoulder, and I think just take a moment to watch. Like, we're like getting into nighttime, Vinny, as on the ship because we're like arriving, or like what does it look like off the ship right now?
Problem with a lot of the things under here is hard to tell time in general
Right.
when you're in the underground riverboat. There is the little bit of light that you guys have had beyond whatever your own night vision is has been phosphorus and glow in the dark plant life, which exists, and you've been getting a little bit of. You are watching as the big enough for probably two ships cave begins to open up even more as it does begin to enter a cavernous area where you're seeing an immense amount of light coming out of. So actually, as the evening does start winding down, you are getting more light. I
don't think I'll ever get used to this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hey! And I kind of walk back to the party, like looking a little cowed, but also like feeling better. I think we're getting close.
Oh, yep. This is Plunge coming up. It gets real windy in here, and as it says that, just like a big torrent of air. It's fairly noticeable. As that happens, though, bioluminescent leaves of various sizes. Some of them as big as a couple of you guys are. Other ones just small, little, almost like if pine needles were big. All of it just like bioluminescent of various like greens and pinks and oranges begins filtering outwards, and you've probably seen some of it floating down the river, and some creatures probably are like eating it and nomming it, which is why they also glow now. As you are hit by this just like wave of like neon colors that begin as the river tunnel begins to open up into the cavernous space of the city, kind of what you're used to with Misatopolis. You see trees that are compared to you are an ant and the tree is you, size wise. These trees are massive and high. You can see immediately what you assume is falling leaves is actually people on kites or gliders that are currently have like a luminescent glow that are flying around to get from spot to spot. Ropes from either just big bridges or people who are probably monk trained and maybe a little braver, just like thin ropes that some people are just running across from probably like 150 long dash that where they're just like running along. Some people fall off, but they have staffs with hooks at the ends where they grab on real quick and then pull themselves up. There is currently a broken tree that you can see this half of a tree husk that is still here houses buildings on top of it, and in the crack that is wherever this thing almost like it got laid away with an axe, this crack where your ship is beginning to head through, you're able to see people who are just in this town, this much smaller than Misatopolis, is filled with people actively going about their lives, living a very more colorful and brighter area than you guys are used to being in.
This is
moving.
Beautiful.
This is cool as fuck.
And I think Arnea being the only one who travels. Which thing?
What did you say? Oh, you want to go on the ropes?
On the ropes? I also want one of those gliders. I want one of those gliders yesterday.
You know, I would love to climb one of those trees. I don't know if I could do it, but I would try.
Let's do it.
Do I notice any sort of creatures that are in fun?
Yes, one of the things that you probably immediately notice, they are the darkest things here because they are made of the darker metal. You see megafauniforge bats that are as big as the ship. And there's like three or four of them that are flying together. And you can see that there's either riders on top or in the actual grip of their legs themselves, flying around. But in addition, there were critters around here.
The giant bats are just bats, right? They're not megafauna forage.
They are
bats?
megafauna forage bats. There's also regular bats here too. So you do see like regular bats, and they are noticeable because they have a bright plumage that matches like the bioluminescence, so they can like hide in it. There are the most popular critter that you'll see around here. The local animal of this place is the pigeon, and you see something called the plunge pigeon, or the plunpage for short, which is with coos that like rival actual music, like they're actual like instruments almost. Again, brightly covered, shimmering pigeons that travel around, go and pick up. There are these giant nuts all over the place that have fallen, these big cocoa nuts, and you see like whenever there's a fallen one that is like cracked open, that a bunch of the plume pigeons just like are devouring at it. You are seeing flying squirrels that have almost like a root/leaf foliage built in as the glider part of them, instead of it just being like flesh and like muscle. And there are very large brown, warm tone browned, and we'll say Gage is explaining some of these creatures to you. Oh, those are cocoa moths. They have the scent of the cocoa nut that is, or bean, I guess, depending on who you ask. A legume of some sort that is popular around here. And there's also, those fish things, those eel things that one of you guys was trying to catch with the electricity stuff. There's the surge eels. They're fun, but the popular guys, and you just see like the pigeons and the flying squirrels that are just going all over the place, are those guys. They run around a lot.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, welcome.
My kind of place. Was the plan to stop here for a day and then keep going, or?
That's going to be up to you guys. We technically don't need supplies, but I mean, if you guys did want to spend time here, basically it's up to you guys, literally. If you guys wanted to spend a day here to explore.
What's like a big attraction of plunge? Like, is there anything that's like, yeah, this is the only thing you can do here in plunge? We should go to that.
So there is the entire, and we'll repeat some of these things for when we have RNA back. But yeah, the big sellers is there's a lot of wind. There's kind of a vortex of wind here, so people can do that. And you see like the gliders and kites that people are flying on.
Yeah! We can go on a glider!
Let's go!
Yeah. There's a store that specifically rents them, and there's also, they sell you can buy your own as well. They're insanely expensive. I don't own one, if that makes things a little more sense of how expensive they do get. They are really pretty. I highly recommend one if you have the money to waste. There's the Radiant Grove, where, you know, the warrior died for our sins, or whatever the heck their whole thing is over there.
Hang on, wait, what?
They say that like a person sacrificed themselves against this undead blight that was trying to take over their city. So the person like stabbed their sword into the ground and then exploded a tree, and then all this happened, and then the blight was defeated. It's the lore. Am I
going to sound like the worst nerd in the world and just continue to solidify myself as the party stick in the mud if I say I want to go to there?
Yes,
I kind of want to go to there.
Sanctuary of the Veil. It's right down there. You can go check that out. There's the Gloam Forge, which is specifically people, their own smithing area down here, which they built bioluminescence into the metals of like the things that they smith. So they have cool glows to them.
Does that sound like something you'd want to look at, Mel?
Yup, that's where I'll be heading.
Well,
there's
looks like you'll have company.
There's Velvet and Bitters, which is basically everything that you would ever make with cocoa bean. Or cocoa nuts is made there. It is rich, delicious stuff. I try to treat myself to something whenever I can come here. There is the Crafty Sprout, where you can make stuff yourself. It's kind of, you guys ever go to those kid things where like you get to like pick out a thing and then you paint it and like carve it yourself or whatever, like in the store?
Yeah,
like,
color me mine back in the day.
That. It's literally that. Like if you want to make your own souvenir for coming here, basically it's like a souvenir shop, but you do have to work. But hey, if it's something you're interested in. Half of you are smiling, so y'all are weird and are, I guess, probably going to do the touristy thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
If you like,
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
But what? We've never been here. Why would it be weird to want to
Look,
do the touristy
I'm
stuff?
I'm explaining all the things. I'm just watching the reactions
have-
happening.
We have an entire gauntlet that has no glow, no bling, no nothing, and you just told me that there's a place that they just add color to things? I'm doing it.
That sounds amazing.
I'm not. I've been to all these things. Check them out. They're fun. It's the person who visits too much in me that's probably reacting like this. It's fine. There's the Whispering Library, purely just books and stuff, but also like you can hear either the tree or ghosts talking to you sometime. We don't know which one, supposedly. I don't.
I'm out on that one. Sorry.
I'm gonna go there.
Not going there. That's for sure.
Not even close. You couldn't pay me.
Hard pass.
I will go there and get all the
Nim, I'll go with you. That sounds really cool, actually.
What's that weird junk spot over there?
Jugs?
junk spot.
Jugs? The
Spot.
jugs?
Junk's
spot.
I
Grotto.
need somewhere to take a plunge and plunge.
Junk.
Junk.
I was waiting for that, and I was really surprised you didn't say it earlier. To be completely
It's all
honest
about
with you.
timing.
Most of the normal entertaining stuff is on the tree. There is a place called the Growing Eternal, which is basically their graveyard, where when people are put to rest, there's a tree grown in their spot. So people basically, trees grow the fruit. That's kind of some of the food that is here. So people who have died still continue to help the community, but also they're laid at rest, but also renewed. That's their whole thing there. The Junk Grotto is where random things just fucking fall. And it sounds weird, but literally sometimes the Megafauna bats go and they find things and then they put them there. And sometimes we just collect things we don't know where to do. Basically, if there was one area where I'd be like, reach your hand in, you don't know what you're going to pull out, that's the spot. It's just random stuff. We use it for whatever
Vinny,
metal and stuff we need.
Go in there.
Clarification.
Go in there.
When you say coconuts, do you mean like actual coconuts or
Yes.
like
Okay. Cocoa nuts, I should
Cow.
say. Specifically cocoa, like chocolate. Chocolate.
Got
specifically.
it. But not related to the cocoa moths.
They are related to the
Dang.
cocoa moths. It's literally, they are like, if you crack open the actual cocos that's here, one, they're giant. Anything that's flora related, just assume it's like 10 times bigger than it's supposed to be here. So like a cocoa
Willy
bean,
Wonka.
So bean is usually like this big.
yeah, they're giant.
See, I just want to go to the Velvet and Bitters because that sounds like a great date spot.
I
That sounds
wanna.
fabulous.
I'd want to
Ah,
visit the. You said it was like a grave site, or a place where the deceased are honored in that way. I would love to, pay respect.
Cool. So
I
we're
think what
definitely
we're
stopping
basically
here.
saying-
So
Yeah,
I will.
I think what we're basically saying is we'd like to stop here,
Cool.
please.
I will go park.
We have time to do that, right, you guys?
I think so, right?
Jesper,
Tate,
time for this?
Tate, put the reverse on, and just instead of like a beep, beep, you just hear hiss, hiss, hiss as he backs up the ship into a parking
Driving
spot.
with the-
Oh, I hate
So are
parallel docking. And
we all a mood, buddy? Are we all splitting up, or are we all going to go to the same? I know there's a few places. I saw Mal and Balmore. There were definitely a couple places you don't want to go. So, do we want to go places as a group, or do we want to split up?
we can also wrap up and let you guys decide this next time because we also need Aranea.
Right.
Yeah.
Aranea, tap, tap.
Mom,
Wake
Mom,
up!
Wake up!
She's just been
Flip it.
posing.
Mom,
She's
we're
just
here,
been
we're
posing
here.
with her drink this whole time. Just
Mom!
Wait till we come back to Aranea, and really, she's been off on an astrally projected journey with her patron the whole time.
Ooh.
It's-
Oh no!
You say
That's
with
not-
Jorno?
With
That's not hot mom relaxation vibes. That's the complete opposite.
Cool. The ship is parked, anchor thrown over. Lumina comes up and is like shakes off, and is actually going to get to go travel herself. Jesper's like, yes, of course we have. There is a small time crunch because of the eclipse, but I assumed a day or two here would be fine.
More than enough.
So yes, we can gladly explore, and you see Lumina doing the cat thing for a moment. Eventually, just out Nazir, who is in
Wow.
kid form.
I'm sorry, Joe's face.
because I could. Because y'all said random things, and then I wanted to say random things, and my random things were weird too.
It's my turn.
Najor is in clothes that is too big for him at the moment. He's like, we're going clothes shopping, aren't we? And he's like, yes, that's going to be half the journey. And so Jesper and Najor get on the back of Lumina. And it's like, we will meet back here at some point. We're going to go explore and get him things that fit for now, which will immediately change tomorrow. If you're wondering where a lot of my money goes, it goes into clothes.
I have a question.
Yeah, racist.
Who are you asking? Leon, Gage, and Jesper all raise hands.
Jesper, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get him clothes that just fit whatever size that he's in?
I would love if that was a cost-effective way, but an outfit costs like 5 copper versus expensive magical clothes that change shape cost like 100 and something gold.
Okay, but that's a long-term investment. The 5 coppers will continue to add up and add up until you...
He's an adult that earns his own money and can just also like get clothes as he sees fits and wants to. I'm less concerned about saving and I'm not so much worried about the money, personally.
Well, why wouldn't you just pack extra clothes? I feel like that wouldn't be that big of a deal. You just get a little backpack. I mean, especially when he's this small, it could be really little.
We have him. 5 is a specific thing. Again, elf. Whole variety of ages, and this is like the one area we don't have a lot of the clothes in.
Right,
Plus, also glow in the dark. So I assume, and then you see Najor, who's like this little kid. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick out some really cool shit here."
Listen, the adults are talking. Okay, I need you to stop interrupting.
Hey.
I also don't
now.
curse. That's mean.
I
Cursing's
will.
bad.
I will, and like points a finger at you in the most threatening manner that a 5-year-old pointing a finger at you can be. Don't make me pull this trigger.
Just wait till
Whoa.
Don't pull the trigger. Don't do that, man.
Your little buddy.
Don't do
They're
it.
so cute when they're that age.
That's a
You watch a
full-grown man, dude.
Kamehameha energy just slowly build up at the end of his finger.
With that, Kelly, it's like, all right, I'm going to do touristy shit.
Cool.
He just like throws himself off the side of the boat.
We'll break here. We can reconvene next time where we will potentially have a whole different makeup of people because I never know who's going to be here and who's not. And then we can let people decide who they want to venture off with. You also can do things as a group. I didn't put too many things here, so we weren't doing this specific area for seven sessions. There's just enough to have fun. I hope. Cool. That's the end. Goodbye. No, imagine that was the sign off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be like that.
All right, guys. We have Earthlar coming up later this week. We will have more Darkness sessions. There's also one-shots. There's a bunch of one-shots. I did my one. I don't know what the rest of them are. That's all on Mel. Mel, so sorry. Thank you. So happy I don't have to be in charge of more of them. That whole month of Pride really wore me out for one shots, guys.
That's fair.
That was
You've done good.
That's very fair.
It's a long month, but we raised money and it was great, and you guys get to reap the benefits. I'm going to figure out someone to sign us off to. The only announcements I have is we will eventually have our store back up. I think we're going to add some sticker collections, which is going to be really fun, and also we're going to have a Kickstarter coming this month, I think. And we also have a standard edition of the Vault of the Ivory Queen being released soon too. I don't have dates for any of that shit. It's just stuff that's happening. So that's my plug. If you guys have things you want to plug, go ahead and do it as I find someone to rate off to.
Yeah, Hot Room Winter Summer starts this Friday. Tech is in it. Zella, who's not here, is in it. It's good society players, and based on this group of people in the session 0, it's gonna be wild. So twitch.tv/a tipsy tiger. We're starting at 7 p.m. Central on Friday. I'm super stoked and hope to see you there.
You let me know if I'm not allowed to say things about my specific character, but compared.
You can say it. Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to say.
Cool. Yeah. Compared, for those who watch this, I would say that Ruff and Balmore are tame compared to the character that I am playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would be looking at my character and probably like, maybe we should stay away from that one, even rough. So lots of fun. The whole group is amazing.
It's a great group. We got some great people. I'm super stoked. So hopefully y'all can make it. Look, Good Society Players was where I managed to get the phrase serving couth, which I still need to make merch for somehow. So it's a great time. I hope to see you there. I'm going to stop rambling now.
It's okay. Any other plugs for any other things that you guys are doing? All right. I'll go check out New Age Geeks because they're fun. And they also were at Gen Con.
You should check them out.
Me and Mel are going to be in a one shot this week too. Fuck, I will drop the info. Come to the Discord. I'll drop more of the info there. But me and Mel get to play together as like people, and not one of us in charge of the other ones and making each other's lives miserable. But for the fun of it, we get to both make a different DM's life miserable. It's going to be great together as a unit.
Incredible.
Jay, anything to plug?
Nope.
Lark, anything to plug?
Make a joke, but
the jokes are fine. Tech, anything else to plug? Any of your own cool fun stuff?
Joke.
Oh, YouTube channel. The YouTube channel. I'll probably just post it in the promos that you have, or the self promo thing in the channel. But yeah, the webtoons that we have that we've already been creating all of this year. We're doing all YouTube voice acting sessions where specific people have their own characters, and they just come in, and we're doing sketches and stuff like that for people. So if you know a voice actor, or you yourself are interested, or you have no skill whatsoever, we have coaches. I myself am one. But yeah, if you feel like you'd like to play a character in an ongoing webtoons that is growing pretty fast, come on by. Or actually, I'll do that promo and just message me through that promo.
Hell yeah. All right. We are going to head off to Hack Recklessly, who is apparently on their final session the final season of whatever their current D&D thing is. So let's go check it out. Send them some love. Come hang out with us on the Discord and have a good night. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.